Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I was always intending to come on a little earlier than this tonight, but family, kids, bedtimes, they don't always cooperate with what you want. We're 8 minutes early, but by the looks of it, Toronto came back and came out big in the third period. Score is now 6-3 for Toronto when it was 3-0 for Montreal. Holy dang. Also, in other news, Calgary Flames just keep on keeping on. Not gonna say they're playoff team, but they're giving their fans that false sense of hope that they always do. Make it 7-3 Toronto. Damn. Sucks to suck, Montreal. Any whoosies. Even with that win, Oilers are still ahead of Toronto in the standings. That's kind of sad. The Western standings, as of right now, 65 points for Winnipeg, who lost to Calgary. Vegas has 61. Oilers have 61. Minnesota has 58. Dallas 57. Colorado 57. LA 55. Calgary will have, I believe they'll have, nope, they have 51 now. Vancouver 48. Calgary is in 8th place with 51 points. Behind them is Vancouver, St. Louis, and Utah. I got lots to get off my chest today regarding the Colorado stream and the shenanigans that I was getting pelted with on the stupid side of things. Also, congratulations to John Klingberg, the newest Oiler to grace the jersey. I'm not saying it's a huge deal. I'm not saying it's a know-nothing deal. I am just saying the potential for it to be huge is there. There's also a lot of potential. It could be a whole lot of nothing, and we're just going to end up putting him in the mindsies and still going out and picking up another defenseman and another center at the deadline. Now, if you guys haven't seen the lineups, I will gladly tell them to you as I see them, as I've been told. Oh, it's my cousin's birthday today. Congratulations, Andrew. Happy birthday, sir. That is news to me. See how much I pay attention to when my family members have birthdays. The projected lineup for the Vancouver Canucks: DeBrusk's son, Pedersen, Lager-McAney, who the heck? Giuseppe, Miller, Boser, Heinen, Suter, Garland, Hoglander, Blueger, Sherwood. On the back end, Hughes, Hronek, Forbert, Myers, Saucy, and Dehane. And Thatcher Demko is in net. Now, it looks like they got a full lineup back. They were hurt for a while. It looks like they're all back and healthy. Let's hear their excuses now. With the Oilers, we got Ryan, Nugent, Hopkins, McDavid, and Hyman. Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Arvidsson. Arvidsson was questionable. I was told he had an injury. Apparently, the injury was just a scare, which is good. But when the Oilers say injury, everybody jumps in. Oh, no. But he's fine. Janmark, Henrique, Brown, Blank, Perry, Phillip, Ekholm, Bouchard, Nurse, Stetcher, Kulak, Emberson, and Josh Brown. In my opinion, this will be Josh Brown's last game as an Oiler, and Stuart Skinner is starting net. That blunder that he had the other day, I can't remember for Shorzos what game it was, but yeah, he had a blunder and a half. Because Oilers are on a 2-on-1 breakaway, and he gets a penalty. That's craziness. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the pregame. I'll be back. Talk about how great his son is. Also, it's Hockey Day in Canada, so if you want to watch this in 18 languages, go check out the CBC.ca app. They have it in Mandarin, Cantonese, Thai, Arabic, Cree, French, English, Russian, Ukrainian, and I think another couple other languages. It's crazy. But the main ones they talk about is the Mandarin, the Cree, the Hindu, the English, and the French. Also, in the first intermission, we're going to touch on the Four Nations. Boy, howdy, are we ever going to touch on the Four Nations. Why I think it's a bad idea and it's not going to do as well as they think they are. kind of game are you guys expecting tonight? A rough and tumbled, punch you in the mouth type of game? Or a calm, relaxed, gentleman type of game where we'll just kind of play hockey, play within the lines, no after the whistle rough stuff? Huh. I'm expecting a rough and tumble, punch you in the mouth, I'll punch you back type of game. What's up, McCready? So I have a dilemma with my franchise mode. Because of me putting all these players on the teams, every team is above the salary cap. Some teams are above the salary cap by $5 million, and some teams are above the salary cap by $30 million. So the only way to make the teams cap compliant... Oh, man, I know I got the UFC in the background too, but... Oh. I was actually watching it before coming down here. Good fights. But yeah, it's... like, I can do two choices. I can have no salary cap on and just play one season, because we all know after the second season it's about money and who's got the most and where players want to go. Or I can go through and put the players I just added to $1 million, $2 million contracts to make them every team cap compliant barely, so that they every team has like $1 million left in their banks. Oh man, that would be so cool if he did. Well, Oilers 29-13-3, because, you know, they're really, really good, going up against the 19-15-10 Vancouver Canucks, because, you know, they're not very, very good. If I hear one more Oiler fan tell me how good Blackwood is and how amazing he is and how we missed out by not getting him, I may just denounce my fandom for the Edmonton Oilers and cheer for a different team. You know what I mean? What do I think the final score will be tonight? Boy, I honestly feel like it's a trap game. If the Oilers show up on time and do what they're supposed to do, no, Klingberg is not on the roster tonight. He's in Edmonton. So thoughts are he's going to play in Edmonton when the Capitals are in Edmonton, either the Capital game or the Canuck game on the 21st or 23rd. So sometimes next week. When's the game? In about 2 minutes. The game should have been 5 minutes ago. Puck drop is in 5 minutes. I guess they're dressing Kapanen tonight because I seen him walk out. But he wasn't part of the list to be on. So I don't know who's starting, who's not. Everything's game time decisions and wishy-washy right now. Hey, Dan. Hey, Jay. Hey, Iron. Where's Jody's? Hey, Northern. Lubo, good evening. All I know tonight is Skinner starting, and so is Thatcher Demko. That's all I know. I know you're starting goalies. That's about it. REM. Because your name is an N instead of an M. So I apologize. Guys, if you guys haven't figured out, I am not good with names. Okay. I am not good with names. I'm good with faces. If I see your face in a crowd and I've seen you before, I will recognize you to the day I die. But you could tell me your name is Bod Colson, and I'll never remember how to pronounce your name properly. That is just where my head goes, and I apologize to the peoples for that. Anywho's, intermission over. Game time on.
Please rise if you can. Remove your hats and join Canadians from coast to coast, live on Hockey Day in Canada, and Elizabeth Irving and the singing of O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Playoff rivals just last spring, the Oilers and the Canucks find themselves in different predicaments in the opening month of 2025. Edmonton has surged its way to a first-place tie in the Pacific, while the Canucks are struggling to shut out the noise and rediscover the game that made them so successful a season ago. Both teams found themselves down 3-0 early in their last outings. In Denver Thursday, Stuart Skinner made a series of key saves in the final 2.5 periods to allow the Oilers to rally for a 4-3 win over the Avalanche. Thatcher Demko and the Canucks had a different experience in their game with the Kings. It was a second straight lopsided loss for Vancouver on the heels of their impressive win a week ago in Toronto. Demko back in tonight for his 10th start of the season. It's the nightcap of the 25th edition of Scotiabank Hockey Day in Canada. Division rivals in the first of two head-to-head meetings in under a week. The Oilers and the Canucks on what was an absolutely glorious day on Canada's west coast. You saw the Oilers Thursday.
Where's the host with the most? He's
What do you
busy.
expect out of this one?
The host is busy.
For themselves, a team that never felt out of the game even when they were down 3-0.
Quinn Hughes with an early shot moving in on the left wing. Stuart Skinner.
Here come them Oilers.
Oilers break back for them. Zach Hyman in centers the
Ooh,
puck.
gotta shoot that.
Philip Heroni.
If you're an Oiler, that shot's got you made.
For Vancouver. Connor Garland into pressure.
Damn, Jay, that's a stat and a half.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins moves to check in. Ekholm feeds ahead. Leon Draisaitl looked like he might have been a little shaken up for a moment.
Oh, Garland, you're not going to fight Ekholm. He will beat you up and then take your car money.
Myers trying to keep the puck in, but it's sent ahead out of the reach of
That's
the
icing,
goaltender.
though.
Appears to be looking at his left hand, but maybe I'm seeing things. And the faceoff comes back into the Oilers zone.
Well, a feisty start here in the last of a long
I hate how Garland thinks he's this tough little kid. Dude, you're a chihuahua that doesn't bite.
Ekholm gives him a little tap on the way out. As they separate, Garland comes back at one of the
You're that kid that has,
you really
like...
finish this trip well here. It's been a remarkable trip for him. The Canucks, of course, have
No, because the kid doesn't have lunch money to begin with.
Real quiet performance the last two nights.
He's got the small man syndrome, I swear. It's something with small people.
LA, they want to play much better with
Like, if you're a guy that's less than 5'5", You've got the small guy syndrome. I don't get it.
Here's Elias Pettersson for Vancouver. Trying to get one to the crease. Skinner came to his left to keep that one away. And now the puck is on the stick of Arvidsson, who scored a big goal in the final.
Hey, man, you're not wrong about that. There's a lot of people that share that sentiment. And that's offside Edmonton. Shots are 1-0 Vancouver. 18:40 left in the first period. Not a thing, not a thing.
Here's the goal you're talking about, Shirley. Late in the period, down 3-0. Arvidsson off the pass from Darnell Nurse.
So that shot right there by Arvidsson tells you all you need to know about how good Blackwood is when the times are tough and he needs a save. I'm just saying. I can go for days why I think Skinner's better than Blackwood and why I'm glad the Oilers didn't spend a lot to get him.
Bouchard scored the winner in the third. Here's Troy Stetzer, the ex-Canuck.
And San Jose would have made sure Edmonton paid an arm and a leg to get him. Not just Georgiev, a fourth and a second. And a really good player as well. Anywho's.
Stetzer double teamed on the near boards, but gets the puck around the Nurse. Janmark able to poke it off to center. And Bluger sends it back over the Oiler line.
Yes, thank you. I'm watching that game in my peripheral on my phone. I'm a little behind on that, thank you, because I was like, gosh, damn it, they better not come back. All right. Let's go Chicago. Never want to cheer for Chicago Blackhawks ever, but when they play Vegas, it's anybody but Vegas right now for the Oilers. And I'm going to be honest, and I've said this to you guys, and I've said it to people on TikTok lives and Twitter. I said the Oilers, at this point, we're going to take over first. I said this stretch of hockey, the Oilers are going to take over first place in the Pacific Division and not look back. So when people were talking, well, what about LA, Edmonton in the playoffs again? It's not going to happen. The Oilers are going to take over first right now, and they're not going to look back. First in the Pacific. First in the West is going to be tough because the Jets are really, really good.
Jeff Skinner, not in the lineup. Josh Brown is on defense.
1-1 Edmonton, Vancouver.
Myers ahead to JT Miller. Miller moves in, turns in the corner, feeds back. Tyler Myers cuts wide, finds Miller in the high slot. JT Miller feeds Garland, hit the side of the net. Was Skinner unable to get over?
What do you mean goal?
He was bumped or he stumbled. He's appealing to the referee that maybe he was bumped. But Garland couldn't find the open side. He hit the side of the net. He dumps it around. Pretty good pace for this game early.
Don't tell me goal, Arian.
I think what the Canucks would like from their standpoint is that they came out on their toes, right? Not waiting around to see what these great Oilers stars can do.
That's awesome. Rocky Mountain House back home. 16 minutes left in the first period. 1-1 is the score. That's not icing. The Vancouver Canuck player touched it.
But Edmonton's been a very resilient team.
Oh, thank you. I was like, I can't be that far behind. You're giving me heart attacks over here.
Colson pokes the puck free. Arvidsson gets it again. His pass picked up.
No, I agree, Renegade.
Finds Jake DeBrusk, who advances the puck to the Oilers' blue line.
I agree. I completely agree that you don't want to see, neither of those teams want to see each other again. Because it's only a matter of time before LA figures out how to beat the Oilers.
Puck is gloved ahead by Teddy Bluger. Ty Anderson next to touch. The play goes on. He's hounded by Kiefer Sherwood.
Kiefer Sherwood, keep an eye on him. One of my friends who's a Vancouver Canucks secret fan said he's a really good player. He's a beast, as he says. Actually, I tend to believe him, right?
In this first period, nearly 4 minutes without a whistle in a scoreless game between the Canucks and the Oilers. Bluger sends the puck down the left.
It sucks that we have to deal with the Vancouver Canuck broadcast crew, but it is what it is, right?
Sherwood checks Kulak there, and the puck is sent over the Vancouver blue line. Phil Hronek in his third game.
Yeah, I'm with you, Barber. I wish I had that option to switch to ESPN, man.
Giuseppe dumps the puck.
I truly wish I had that option.
Here's Connor McDavid in over the Vancouver line, cuts the net, drops off, and unable to take the pass was Ryan Nugent.
What a hooking.
He's trying to break back with a
That better be icing there, Lindsay, and it is. Icing against Vancouver.
A lot to talk around JT Miller and the way things have gone.
Excuse me.
He comes into tonight on a nice little rusher. He's going to pull up an exchange with Tyler Myers. I think Miller's going to shoot this. Look, he's got all kinds of room. He makes an unbelievable pass through all kinds of traffic to Garland. And Skinner's blowing a shoe in the crease. The only guy close to him is Matthias Ekholm. Garland just hooks that wide of the net. A terrific play and the best scoring chance of the first 5 minutes.
Holy crap. Can you knob on the cob some more there, Peter Ferraro?
Oilers keep the puck in the Vancouver zone.
Now I know why Landon Ferraro is going to be part of the after hours.
Finds Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl looking across.
Uncle Ray is doing the play-by-play. Got to talk good about him.
David and Draisaitl back together. They played full-time together in Denver the other night. They split them back up. What an option. And
Excuse me.
for Chris Knobloch to have.
Grandma from Canada. Welcome everybody that's watching. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. If you're new here, push the subscribe button. It doesn't hurt you, but it helps us. If you've been here before, you know what to do. I still can't believe the shots are 1-1 still. Quinn Hughes really does need to touch the puck and be everywhere for Vancouver. Like, he's up, he's down, he doesn't stand still. It's almost like he feels like if he stands still, then nothing gets done. But there's no excuse anymore for Vancouver. Oh, we got a bunch of hurt players. No, you don't. Nobody in your team is hurt right now. You're all healthy. The only problem you have in Vancouver is your drama in the locker room. That can't be helped by anybody. Oh yeah, I'm expecting a really good game. I'm also, like I said, I'm kind of low-key expecting the dreadful trap game. One still in shots. Yep, that's the craziness about it all, right? Still 1-1 in shots. Yeah, that's not really the smartest thing that the team could have done, right? You could have kept it under wraps and just kind of handled it in-house, as they say, but somebody said something that did somebody wrong. Somebody felt wronged at one point, so...
from the West Coast and back again with one stop at home, 7 games in 15 days, 2 sets of back-to-back games. The 8th game tonight is their 4th in 6 nights. The victory in Colorado moved the Oilers into a tie for first in the division. With the run they're on, the President's Trophy would have to be a consideration, John.
No, we don't want the President's Trophy. Don't even speak that into existence.
At home after this, starting with Washington on Tuesday, then rematch with the Canucks on Thursday.
I said to one of the trainers in warm-up, I said, hey, you guys staying overnight just to get another night on the road? He's like, not a chance.
We're out of here, man. We're done.
The Canucks have played some home games, obviously, but they haven't played 2 games in the same city until tonight, since Christmas. Vancouver played 10 in a row where there was travel in between.
Is this guy really trying to compare the Vancouver schedule to what the Oilers have done?
Good job by the Oilers player Stitcher to get in front of that one. That ball falling down. He started to rush the other way. Here's Henrique. Into the corner. Sharp angle shot from Kulak, and squeezing the puck against the post was Thatcher Demko.
Who knows local rivalries better than Canada's homegrown sportsbook? Sports Interaction, Canada's homegrown sportsbook.
Siaya is ready to reboot her life, but in the Arctic, change comes with plenty of bumps and laughs. North of North, new episodes Tuesday on CBC Gem. It's a good effort by Stetcher there to block the shot, and then while falling down, hooking the puck to center to start that opportunity that wound up on the stick.
That's why I'm glad I love the Oilers locker room. You never hear about the drama, and I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's lots of drama that goes on in every locker room.
Here's Draisaitl, finds the trailer. Josh Brown down the side. Arvidsson centers puck, pulls and hooked one back, but it went between Draisaitl and Nurse and down to the Oilers blue line.
So when you mentioned Stetcher, all those D's that have done a nice job, things got awfully crowded with John Klingberg going to show up in Edmonton soon.
And he may not have been the guy celebrating the most when that signing was announced.
Troy Stetcher is fine. It's Josh Brown that needs to worry.
Down by J.T. Miller.
Josh Brown, Jeff Skinner, and Derek Ryan.
Checked by Ekholm, and he flips the puck down to the Vancouver block. Waiting there was Draisaitl.
It's absolutely a must-win for Vancouver.
Leon Draisaitl. Finds Ekholm. Now Arvidsson with a blast, and a left pad save by Denker. Sliding to his right, he kicked out the left leg and made the stop.
It's a sharp save as Arvidsson got plenty on that one. Scored that big goal the other night in Denver.
It's been a minute. It's been at least 5-6 years.
360.
Maybe even longer, like a decade,
Long shot, didn't get through.
since the President's Trophy won the Stanley Cup.
Forward works to keep the puck in. The Canucks do. DeBrusque knocked in. As Pedersen knocked in. Here's Nugent Hopkins to Evan Bouchard. McDavid across. Hyman blocked by Forward, who went down in front of his goaltender to make the save.
Good block by the Vancouver Canucks there.
So McDavid and Demko coming to his left stop that as well.
Oilers are good.
Oilers keep
Dang. Sorry to hear that, Farm Girl. But there's a lot of weather patterns happening in and around the Edmonton area.
Here's Hyman behind the net. Lets the puck go to Nugent Hopkins. Puck squirts straight to the corner. Pedersen there at the end of his shift.
Pedersen.
Hughes.
Elias is his name.
And he's able to get it to DeBrusque. The Oilers are changing. The Canucks want to do the same. And DeBrusque will get ahead to Besser, who tips the puck in and hustles to the bench.
One of the worst places to be is tired on the ice when McDavid's out there and has some room. The Canucks hold on with a couple of real good stops from Demko.
We're into the second half of the first period. No score. The Canucks and the Oilers. Edmonton out shooting Vancouver 4-2.
4-2 of the shots. 5-2 of the shots now for them Oilers. Still nothing. 9.5 left to go in the first period.
He's pumped by DiGiuseppe. He played it around. Nice tip pass by Perry. And here's Janmark with Hoaglander.
Janmark better pull up his socks, otherwise he'll be out of the lineup too.
He's in to the net. He beats.
What a save by Stu Skinner. What a block by Janmark, as I say, he better pick it up. He blocks the motherfucker.
Canuck fans must be saying, where has this been? What an effort early on here. Hoaglander almost beat Skinner once, twice, and a third time.
What do you mean, where has this been? It's called desperation. Desperate hockey teams do desperate things. Some love for the skin man. Couple of good saves there by Stu Skinner. Love to see that. So what do you guys want to talk about after the first period? Open mic. What do you guys want to talk about? End of the roll tape is always the toughest, apparently. Fake eyelashes and how much I hate them. I'm with you, buddy. I hate fake everything.
Sweet feed from McDavid, but a good read and block on the Hyman
Ooh.
chance by forward. And the sharp
My coffee cup is upstairs.
Demko's got to read it, get
But
it
I'm
out.
with you. Coffee's good.
Strong by Höglander here to shield off.
I hate fake eyelashes, fake hair.
The second one comes out. Höglander tries to go back between his legs. Can't quite elevate.
Give me a natural, beautiful
It's
girl.
been a good start.
Fake nails, I'm not a fan of those.
Intercepts. Coming off maybe his 2 strongest games of the season, Niels Höglander. On the games that there weren't a lot of bright spots for the Canucks. He's onto that puck at center again.
Natural beauty.
To forward. Now Höglander across for Desharnais.
And it goes like this for some players. You're like, he may not be a 30-goal scorer. He had 24 last year, but you're like, how does he go 30 games without a goal? Like, it just doesn't seem possible. He's too good a player for that. But when you hit the ditch, sometimes it's really hard to find your way out.
There.
T.T. Miller's
All the sticks are taped.
throws a hit. Anderson around. Susie keeps the puck in. Garland trying to poke
Good
it.
play there by Garland. I can't get mad at the good plays.
Away from his check. Feeds back to Carson.
Shots are 5-4 Vancouver.
Pass to Garland. Tipped it through. Cedar
Big save, followed by cleanup action by Emberson. 5-5, 6-4 shots now for Vancouver. 8 minutes left to go in the first period.
8 minutes to go in the first. Here's Pedersen. Nice move to the line. Besser tried to find DeBrusque. Now he gets the puck. Jake DeBrusque out of the corner.
You got to imagine that Louis DeBrusque is there as a person to watch. Skinner's looking good. 9 shots, 0 goals.
Canucks putting a little pressure on Skinner. A couple of unorthodox saves, but a couple of really strong ones here. Look at the traffic he's got to fight his way through as Kulak and Miller are battling in front. And DeBrusque doesn't usually shoot the puck from this far away, but Skinner again through the screen. That's a positional stop where he's right up tight to Pedersen. He makes the first save, and then he's in good position to take the second one away from Pedersen. 3 really good chances.
Come on, Ray, put your words out.
For the Canucks.
Yeah, had that puck gone in, it
A lot of Oiler jerseys in Vancouver tonight. Love to see that. Oilers lose the face-off.
Goal chart. Here's Heroic tipped by Sherwood. And that was Lovegoy. DeBrusque scores most of his goals from right in around the crease. Coles feeds one in for Arvidsson. Broken up. Danton Heinen.
Arvidsson should have left that for Draisaitl.
4 Canucks on this rush, and a nice play by Draisaitl to reach out and tip the pass away from Phil Hronek.
How about that rush? Hughes to Hronek, both of them up in the rush.
Here's Heinen on the left point. Danton Heinen, wrist shot. Glove save.
That should be a penalty. He slashed the stick out of his hand. Well, that's interference that doesn't get called ever, even though it's in the rule book. I mean, they're guidelines. They're not really rules. It's just guidelines.
Book your appointment today at speedyglass.ca.
They'll find something to say. But the shots are from far out. He's expected to make these saves. I will get into that in the first intermission. I'm still choked about this. Still very choked about the Colorado game.
Period was in Denver the other night where the Oilers got back on their heels a bit, although they were down 3 there. It was so quick. It was 3-0. They kind of held water.
I swear these guys that cheer for the Oilers nowadays would never have been happy with how bad Fuhrer, Ranford, and the ilk of that were.
But the game remains scoreless. Skinner's been sharp. There's puck contact with a high stick by Sasson, so they'll blow it down to the
High sticking, face off at center ice.
The Oilers have had a terrific week of goaltending where they finally get home for a game. They get worked, and Skinner was terrific. They win at 1-0. They go to Minnesota.
You absolutely did, Edmund. It's going, man. It's going. Life is good. It's a Saturday. I'm enjoying it. It's cold as hell outside.
It doesn't have to be a masterpiece.
You know, it's cold outside.
Some nights your goalie's allowed to be the best player on the ice. The Oilers have
Apparently it's not even cold as hell. It's cold as hail. That's the actual terminology for it.
He's knocked to the ice. When the Oilers woke up last Saturday, they were 6 points behind Vegas. Since going 4-0 and Vegas going 1-3. They're tied atop the Pacific Division. Vegas holds the tiebreak with more regulation wins, but it didn't take long for the Oilers to close that 6-point gap. Here's Emberson with a shot, Demko the save, and he's able to fall on the rebound.
What is Desharnais going to do? What are you going to do, Desharnais?
7 goals on the year for Perry. Still a colossal pain around the front of the net. And he plays on the fourth line, but he'll jump up a little bit, get some minutes when they move the lines around. Phil gets the puck off of Perry's forecheck, and they test Demko with a long wrist shot. And it's been a trying season for Demko.
I might have to stay off Twitter for a while, though. That seems to be where all the gremlins are, all the Oilers Stuart Skinner haters are. They're all on Twitter.
It took him a month to get going, and Demko's they just said, Rick Tocchet did rather the other day, we got to get him a run of games. He's got to start playing a little bit more, and as they look for him to find his game too.
Chris Knobloch sends out Draisaitl and McDavid together again for this face-off in the Vancouver zone. Susie's clearing his head was blocked. There's a chance to cut
Hyman just misses the net. And Draisaitl just misses the net. Both good shooters. Both miss the net by 15 feet. And it's out the zone it goes. Don't count his shots. God damn it.
Zach Hyman with a chance that starts with Draisaitl knocking the puck out of the air. That canoe paddle knocks the puck down.
Hyman missed backhand, and then Draisaitl misses. It hits the knob of his stick. Don't say that Demko's right on it. It hit the knob of his stick. It's big enough. Yeah, though, Desharnais was on waivers at one point, and then they got all the injuries, so the NHL was like, well, you need to have Desharnais stay because you've got nobody else to play defense for you. But yeah, I agree with you, Renegade. He hasn't been very good. He took the money and ran. Also, I'm going to touch on the standings a lot. Somebody brought something to my attention on Facebook that I kind of laughed at. He was trying to make the point that the Pacific was the weakest division, despite us having 2 of the top 3 teams in the league in the division. His argument is, look at the bottom of the league. Don't just look at where you guys are at the top of the standings. Look at where the rest of your conference is at the bottom of the league compared to everyone else. So I did. And I laughed. I said, yep, you're right. That bottom of the league with all those central teams, 1 and 3 at the bottom of the league, along with all those Atlantic teams, bottom of the league, looks like the Pacific Division is still the strongest division there, bud. Absolutely. If they're paying attention to what Corey Perry is doing, then they're doing it all wrong.
Its post-game quotes have been pointed. After losing to LA on Thursday, he said, you get punched in the mouth, you get back up, you can't quit on yourself or your teammates. And then he talked about character and finding leaders. You know, consider JT Miller's leave of absence, Ronick's shoulder injury, Demko's injury rehab, Besser's concussion, and a whole lot of drama. I'd say if Tocchet can get the Canucks turned around from all of that, he deserves to be Coach of the Year again.
You're a fucking idiot if you think Tocchet is Coach of the Year.
Tonight, John.
Not even a discussion that he's even close to that. Jesus, Murphy.
Yeah, this is miles and miles away from what Thursday night looked like.
Edmonton penalty coming up. And as McDavid gets the puck,
Edmonton penalty for what? Slashing?
The penalty box, and the Canucks get the first power play of the game. To Edmonton, a minor slash.
Way to go, Wes McCauley, you stupid idiot.
Bouchard, and as the Canucks go to the power play, a power play that's 0 for 10.
Wes McCauley, referee number 4.
The way the Canucks have come out with a greater urgency, that's something that has to stick on the power play too. Too often
The camera can't even show us the penalty because it didn't happen.
It's got to go to the net. You have to make the defenders.
Exactly. Where's the slash, Wes?
Too often.
Where's the slash? Come on, Sportsnet. Where's the slash? Didn't happen.
After falling behind in the opening minute against the Kings, the Canucks had 2
Pathetic.
power plays right after and did not register a shot on goal.
Wonder why Wes McCauley didn't ref the Toronto-Montreal game.
Hughes puts one in front.
And that's a goal. Of course it is. Good job, Wes. Good job, Wes.
And it appears Connor Garland got his stick on that one to open the scoring.
Well, I guess that's pretty urgent, right? Get it to the net quickly off the draw, and Garland tips it in. Here's the penalty. As Bouchard takes the slash on JT Miller, it took a long time for that play to turn around. Oh, this goes off of the skate of Ekholm. I'm not sure if Garland got a touch on this or not, as it hits the right boot of Ekholm.
That was a penalty?
Canucks a power play marker. We'll see how they scored. Miller won the draw was won.
I'm sorry. That was a penalty, Wes McCauley?
Canucks had the lead.
So that's how we're calling the game. That's the standard that number 4 Wes McCauley has set for the game of this magnitude. That's your penalty mark? McCauley.
The Oilers give up the first goal for the 5th time in 6 games as we take another look.
Bouchard's penalty with Miller. Miller wins the draw, and as the Canucks get to the net, Miller's tied up with Emerson. Garland's the second layer. And the puck either deflects off his stick. I don't really see much of a touch or very little of a touch, but it's off of Ekholm's skate. It's the one that really...
Wow, can you drop that puck a little more on center ice? No, it's on the Vancouver side of the fucking red line. That's not Carlin Goner's goal, you fucking idiots, man. That's Quinn Hughes' goal. It went off Ekholm's skate. Holy fuck.
Nurse wasn't expecting that pass, but he's able to poke the puck ahead. Arvidsson was hit by Sherwood. Darnell Nurse picks up the loose puck. Lead feed. Draisaitl shovels it to Arvidsson. His pass off the mark, and here comes
Arvidsson misses the pass to Nurse, and here comes the Vancouver. Oh, that's a hit too, Wes. You might want to call that a penalty.
Giuseppe holds the puck away from Nurse, and Myers' shot is going to be deflected by Heinen. Skinner makes the stop, and with the Canucks overloading in front of the net, the Oilers have to sort it out. They don't, and the deflection, one hop off of Skinner's pad, and Danton Heinen's made it 2-0.
That made the save much more difficult for Skinner, thus the rebound.
Yeah, not able to control the rebound once it deflects. He's got to react, and this start looks like the end of a road trip for the Oilers, a really successful one. But again, they've done it before.
Canucks run again. Myers trying to center for Garland, but breaking that up was Connor McDavid. For Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, his pass didn't work, and Christian Soucy feeds the puck around for Myers. Here's Garland from center playing the puck in. Giuseppe gets the second assist on the Heinen goal, with Myers drawing the first assist. Here's Max Sasson onto the puck. Checked by Janmark and taken to the ice. Corey Perry shovels the puck back for Ekholm. Shots now 14-5 for Vancouver. So 12-1 since the Oilers were up 4-2 in shots. There's a pass.
All this because of one bullshit call by Wes McCauley.
Janmark. Ekholm with a shot blocked by Höglander.
We're not going to call the cross check that happened. Can't call a timeout. There's going to be a TV timeout right quick. Back referee. Back? Are you fucking kidding me? We have Chris Lee and Wes McCauley? NHL, be fucking better!
Got it right here. And so Ekholm will go to the box here. Höglander is not cut. This will be 2 minutes.
Holy fucking pussies. You diving little bitches.
Ekholm hates the call, but
Saturday night, hockey day in Canada, and you put Wes McCauley and Chris Lee together, knowing that both have an issue with Draisaitl and McDavid. Gary, you old fucking fossil, get the hell out of the NHL. You old fucking fossil.
Besser didn't get it through the pile in front. Besser gets the puck again. Hughes takes his pass. Right wide to Pettersson. Fakes the pass back. Pettersson shoots. Glove save. Skinner able to whip that left hand up, make the stop, and hang on.
I love this from the Canucks. A little bit of shot first mentality. Besser's shot is deflected. And
Why call a timeout, Jodes? Why call a timeout when there's a TV timeout? It's like I said before. Don't waste your timeouts in the first period.
Just 16 seconds elapsed in the penalty to Matthias Ekholm. Miller draws the puck to the side. Garland gets it.
I wish you guys could see where this ref is dropping the puck. It's not even half fair.
Hughes takes his pass, cuts across the high slot, trying to find Miller. That one off escape.
It's always... Oh, interference. No call there, though. Right, Wes? No call there, Wes. We see nothing. Oh, there's a trip. Stick was in the Oilers' skate. What are we fucking doing, Wes?
Second power play goal for the Canucks. They're 2 for 2. They lead 3-0.
Good job, Wes McCauley. Penalty there, no call.
And then as the play continues on, they're going to want one here.
Penalty there, no call. His stick is in the player's legs.
Bullet shot over the right shoulder of Skinner. 2 power play markers at 3-0.
Congratulations, NHL. You really can't be happy with that, right?
Terrific first 18 minutes of hockey from the Vancouver Canucks.
Fuck any Vancouver fan that even tries to come in here.
Power play goals in a game.
Fucking brutal.
And they look a much different team.
Looks like a much different team, right, Vancouver broadcast? I sure fucking hope so. You've been at home for fucking a week.
Canucks have struggled to put up shots for many weeks on end. They got 16 here in the first period. Here's Draisaitl. Bouchard looking for the tip was McDavid, but he couldn't get it on goal. Hyman feeds behind the net. Here's McDavid on the near side to the blue line. Bouchard loads up. He shoots. Missed the net.
Oilers player gets slashed in the slot, no call.
McDavid at the blue line. Steps around Hyman. This is to Draisaitl. His shot went off the stick of Verona.
Gets punched in the face, no call. Hey, ref, you want to call some against the other team? There's 2 teams out there, you fucking moron.
Across the offensive zone, and Draisaitl can slide out. Look out.
Here's a shot. As McDavid moved in and went off his stick.
Joes, it has nothing to do with the coach being arrogant. I don't know where you get that from. The coach is arrogant. He's far fucking from it. What it is why would you call a timeout in the first period? You only get 1 timeout. Only get 1. So if you want to call a timeout in the first period and bad things happen, offside goal that goes in, but you can't call the top challenge, your goalie gets fucking run over, but hey, it's the NHL, they're going to count the goal, and you can't challenge? That's why I've been saying for the last 3 years, you need a timeout, and you need to be able to challenge whether you have a timeout or not. You get 1 challenge a game, whether you win it or lose it, that's your challenge if you don't have timeouts. But 1 timeout, 1 challenge, regardless if you have a timeout or not. But the league is what it is, and it panders to fucking stupid teams.
Oilers would love to have happen what did in Denver the other night, a late goal.
Well, I'm tired of comeback wins too, but I'm ready for one. Sick and tired of Vancouver thinking they're better than everyone else.
Here's Henry.
City has more riots than they do playoff wins.
Kulak with a shot. Demko sliding to his left, able to make the save. And he hangs on with 11 seconds left in the first period.
Why in motherfucking hell would you have Chris Lee and Wes McCauley in the same game together?
In front of the net. Demko's going to have to find the puck and fight it. As Kulak, who scored in Denver on Thursday, funnels this to the net. Demko's able to make the save, and so late in the period, the Oilers' last face-off perhaps get Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman back out here.
Watch where the linesman drops this puck. You tell me if it's dead center of the circle.
Going left to right across here. All kinds of options open up.
Throws Draisaitl up for the 100th time.
Ray's best laid plans. JT Miller's won all 9 faceoffs he's taken so far, and he's now 10 for 10.
10 for 10. I wonder why you're 10 for 10, JT Miller. The puck's dropped on your stick every fucking time. I'd be perfect too if I didn't have to move my stick very far. What a fucking joke. League, you're a joke. And the fact that you think this Four Nations is going to get you any money is fucking ridiculous with the prices you're charging. I really hope a Vancouver fan jumps in here and thinks you're going to be fucking funny. You can't call out the refs if you're an NHL player or an NHL coach or an NHL GM.
All right, I'm going to say it very nicely so I don't get in trouble with the kids in the party. You can't talk about the officials. You can't talk negatively about the officials. You can't say they missed a call. You can't say boo to the officials. If you're a player, you get fined $25,000 and up, depending on how harsh you are on the officials. If you're a coach, you get fined $100,000 and up if you say boo to the officials. If you're a GM or owner of the league and you say anything about the officials in the media to a friend and it gets back to league operations, you get a $100,000 fine and you could lose draft picks. That is how seriously fucked up Gary Bettman is about protecting his bullshit officials in the NHL. You're not allowed to say a bad word about them. Because if you do, we're going to fine you. And if you're high enough up in the food chain, we'll take away your draft picks. It's a joke, and Gary Bettman needs to get the fuck out of the NHL. What's wrong with the Four Nation prices? Nosebleeds for a preliminary game, Finland, Sweden, so nothing game, just kind of preseason game, pre-tournament game, $300 to sit in the nosebleeds. $1,000 to $3,000 to sit in lower bowl. Prelim game for Canada, USA, $500 to $800 nosebleeds. $3,000 to $8,000 for lower bowl. That's not even the 4 games that they're going to play against each other. What a fucking joke. I don't get that. This is supposed to be an all-star game type bullshit. Why don't you make more accessible for the average fan to go to? No. You are the NHL. You are the NHLPA. You don't care about making actual money. You just think the fans are going to spend your $400 on your jerseys because they look cool and it'd be cool to add to the collection. It boggles my mind how dinosaurish Gary Bettman is. And I'm not even going to talk about what's going on with the YouTube bans and all that crap. I'm not even getting into that. Because that is just a whole nother bag of worms that That sucks we're down by 3. Who cares? It's Vancouver. It's not like they're going to do anything with it. Anyways, there's lots of games on the ice. Let's go through them because, oh boy, I need to step away before I say something that I might regret later on. At least it is a good thing that Vegas lost to Chicago, but it doesn't really matter. I told people this was a trap game. Make it a final. Philadelphia 3, Devils 1. In a shootout, the Senators 6, the Bruins 5. The Colorado Avalanche not playing Blackwood. I'll get into that as well. Beat the Dallas Stars 6-3. The Florida Panthers mollywopped the Anaheim Ducks 3-0. The Toronto Maple Leafs spotted the Montreal Canadiens 3 goals, only to come back and whoop them 7-3. The Lightning 5, the Red Wings 1. The Rangers 1, the Blue Jackets nothing. The Capitals 4, the Penguins 1. Oh, Ovechkin didn't get an empty net goal. Boo-hoo, baby. Flames 3, Jets 1. Islanders 4, Sharks 1. Chicago Blackhawks 5, Golden Knights 3. Predators 6, Wild 2. Games that are still going on. It's 4-2 Utah Hockey Club over the St. Louis Blues. 3-0 Vancouver over the Oilers. And 2-2 Seattle, LA. Second intermission for the Blues-Utah game. First intermission for the Oilers-Canucks. And first intermission for the Kings-Kraken. Now that you got it good and understood, let's talk about Blackwood, shall we? You can go ahead and be on the whale team. We don't care. Welcome. You may not like what I got to say. I'm going to be completely frank with you. You may not like what I got to say about the Vancouver Knuckleheads. The Vancouver Can sucks. But to call that penalty the way you did is not a fucking hockey call. That turned the tide on everything. Good thing the Oilers are a bad first period team and know how to come back against good teams. Because Vancouver's not a good team. So anyways, let's talk about Blackwood and how he's a better goalie than Stuart Skinner ever is. Blackwood has better numbers than Colorado. Bullshit, he does. Who's the teams that Blackwood has faced? Does anybody know who he's faced? I know who he's faced. I also know he's played the second game of back-to-back that those teams have had when Colorado's been healthy, waiting. I know he gets cherry-picked for what games he plays. Why is that, Matt? Because they now realize he's not that good of a goalie that they thought he was. He lets in soft goals. Arvidsson goal against the Oilers, example number 1. If you're a good goalie, you make that save. Skinner makes that save. And when Skinner doesn't make that save, Oilers fans are all on him. Why didn't he make that save? Why didn't he make that save? Blackwood didn't play tonight. Wedgwood did. Why is Wedgwood playing a divisional rival game that's must win? Shouldn't your number 1 goalie Blackwood be playing in that game? Watch where this puck is dropped. Vancouver side of the circle. Vancouver side of the circle. Oh, I've been heated all day getting into conversations with Oiler fans saying how bad Skinner is. Yeah, it happens. What do you expect when you get 2 bullshit calls? And then the team gets away with a trip and an interference in that same play. Oh yeah, we're going to listen to this ass clown talk about how good the Vancouver Canucks are. Kevin Bieksa couldn't have a bad thing to say about Vancouver if they burned his house down in California. So if you're a Vancouver Canuck fan in here, I hope you have thick skin, because you're about to get targeted a little bit. Your team. I won't target you personally, but I'll target the team. Absolutely happy birthday, Edmund. Jesus. It's a good thing there's 60 minutes, not 20. It's a good thing the Oilers forget the game starts at 8. But that needs to seriously be cleaned up after the All-Star break. Or before that even. It needs to be cleaned up. The garbage needs to be cleaned up of bad first periods. We definitely appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Come in here in the third period when the Oilers are up 5-3. What's going on with the game is the refs decided to make it a one-sided operation. No excuse, though. You got to fight through it, play through it, win through it, right? Just do what the Oilers do. It's 3-0 Vancouver after 1. But again, the Oilers have gone West Coast, East Coast, West Coast in this 8-game trip. They've played 8 games in 13 days. That's really fair.
You mean we need the Leafs power plays? Sorry, we're the Edmonton Oilers. We don't get the benefit of the doubt in 5 power plays in 10 minutes. Hate to tell people that, but the Oilers don't get power plays as near often as they should. And one ref said why, and he's no longer reffing the NHL, and he got in trouble for it. I won't tell you guys who it was, but I'm sure you guys can surmise who's not in the NHL this year anymore that reffed last year. He was asked a very, very, very pointed question. Why don't the Oilers get very many power plays when it looks like McDavid and Draisaitl get hooked and slashed a lot in the game? Well, if we called everything we saw, the other team would be in the box for half the game. So what? To the reporter said, so what? Maybe if the teams were in the box for half the game and the Oilers scored 4, 5, 6 power plays, they'd learn not to take penalties. No, let's just adjust the way we call the games. We can't call everything we see. It's crazy that he said that. We can't call everything we see. Why not? It's a rule book. It's not a suggestion book. It's not a guideline. It's a rule book. Oh, what I wouldn't give to you a fly on the wall either. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a phone call here shortly. Connor Garland, you fucking sack of shit. Kerry Fraser is not active anymore. Nope. But he does have a rule book and a book out for all the corrupt shit that Gary Bettman has done in the past. Why is Gary Bettman still the commissioner of the NHL? How many lockouts has the NHL had since Gary Bettman took over? And we're due for another one, folks. From who? I can't tell you who. And when I get the phone call, I gotta mute myself. I better turn my ringer on just to be... just to make sure I do. The day Gary Bettman leaves, Canadian teams are going to win the Cup back to back to back to back to back to back years. And American teams aren't going to know what hit them. I thank Gary Bettman for one thing, the salary cap. Oh, actually, that was the next thing I wanted to look at was that game. Thanks for reminding me, Lubo. Why am I going to NFL.com when I can just switch the channel? Holy crap. Yeah, I have an inside scoop, and it sucks that I've known him for going on 15 years. Holy crap! What is happening in Detroit? Jared Goff, what the hell, my friend? No, it is not. Well, congratulations, Washington. Good luck beating the Eagles. No, the next guy to replace Gary Bettman won't be able to do what Gary Bettman did. Gary Bettman has made the owners a lot of money. And it was well before the new age team showed up. The new age players showed up.
McLean is doing what he could barely do when he was Oilers head coach. When was McLean and the Oilers head coach? I don't remember this. Any Uzis. He's more than just a figurehead. He makes a lot of money for the owners. The owners love him for that reason. Well, I can't say all owners love him. And the way the players have now taken... Oh, Todd McLennan. Yeah, I read that completely. I read McLean, not McLennan. Yeah. You're not wrong. Without the salary cap, most Canadian teams are effed. You're absolutely right about that. That is why I say he did one good thing. He brought in a salary cap. It's one thing, but it's not enough. I can tell you stories of how Gary Bettman has screwed over Canadian teams. She's definitely in that bucket, eh? That's awesome. I like seeing pictures of my baby girl. She put herself there. Nice. Oh, I don't want you to go full Oiler. I'm just mad at how this game is being played out so far, but it's predictable. And Diane and Doug both know that I predicted this kind of thing was going to happen. I hate to predict shit like this, but yeah, the Oilers are predictable. If they're anything, they're predictable. Well, I think the Oilers are going to get the next power play, score on it, then score the next goal. It'll be 3-2 halfway through the second period. Oilers are going to score the game-tying goal with 5 minutes left to go in the second period. Head to third period tied 3-3. Get the next power play, score on that, go 2 for 2 on the power play, win the game 5-3. How's that for predictions? Will it play out like that? Who knows? Actually, I did, and it affects us too. It affects us too. And that's why I'm not allowed to talk too much about it. Because that's something that I'm also dealing with as well as he is. But it doesn't affect me in the same way. Like, I don't know if you watch the post-game videos that I do. If I show stills or even videos, we'd never force you, bud. We would never fully force you to commit. But we appreciate the thought, right? If I do a video that shows anything NHL, I get copyrighted. And if I do make money on the video down the road because we've hit 1,000 subs, I won't get monetized for those videos. That's why I'm trying to stay away from showing too much on the videos. But sometimes I need to show the highlight to explain what I saw. Like the game against Colorado and the McKinnon goal. That was pure luck. I will die on that hill. That was pure luck. Yes, the toe drag was beautiful. Oh, McDavid is definitely losing his mind right now. Sorry. No, he's not. He's not losing his mind. Somebody else did. Oh, jeez. Anywho's, second period is underway. Co-Oilers go, down 3-0. Ice in Vancouver.
With Hughes now up to 5, and he's also right up to 50 points. It's the 19th time in Canucks history they've had a defenseman hit the 50-point mark, and Hughes is responsible for 5 of the 19 now.
In a season where there's been all kinds of turmoil, the one shining star, the piece of brilliance night after night has been Quinn Hughes. Just a phenomenal player, and his production last year to this year has just been so consistent at such a high level.
Oilers want to face off after an icing call. Bouchard with a shot, hit a skate in front. Here's Garland stealing the puck, but it slid off his stick, picked up by Nugent Hopkins and rifled into the Vancouver zone. Hughes couldn't move it out. Here's McDavid behind the net. Takes the puck off the back of the goal, trying to get it himself. Miller pokes it back. Quickly there is Zach Heinen. Heinen trying to get away from Garland. They both fell down. Now Heinen, while down on the ice, able to chop the puck along. McDavid takes it away from Hughes. Connor McDavid trying to feed the blue line. Kept in by Ekholm. Behind the net. Heinen. Nugent Hopkins cuts in front. And I think he tried to go cross crease to Heinen, but he wasn't able to tip it in. Garland clears the zone. Bouchard skates back for the puck. He got a piece of it, so it wouldn't have been ice.
Oilers all pressure again to start the period.
Oilers getting ahead to puck. Olsen, drop pass. Arvidsson. Backhander off the stick of Myers and wide. Now Tyler Myers gets the puck deep in his own zone. Puts one off the glass out.
Tyler Myers cross check, no call on that, I guess. I guess when you're... What a joke. Wes McCauley, you fucking joke. Wes McCauley, you fucking joke.
Kind of an awkward fall into the boards for DeBrusk. The Oilers have a really good first shift. Back home,
Wes McCauley.
Nugent Hopkins is going to come around the back door.
How much money do you think Wes loses in gambling hockey games?
Into the corner. There's the stick of Nurse tied up in the feet of DeBrusk, and it doesn't feel so great when you rattle off the boards. The Canucks power play will get their third crack tonight.
Another face-off.
Face-off win because it's dropped on their side of the fucking circle. Must be nice to have the puck dropped evenly on your side of the circle every fucking time.
Pedersen first man back, stick lifted by Henry. Hughes trying to help out. Henry brings the puck towards the front there to take it away is Connor Garland. Both Canuck power play goals were scored. Hughes from Miller, just the one assist after face-offs. Here's Pedersen. Garland walks the line and leaves for Miller. Back to Hughes.
That's offside, Vancouver. I'm thinking about going full heel.
With a minute and 24 seconds to go on the power play.
You guys might not like me if I become the real man, right? Angry all the time. You know what's funny is I'm angry in the heat of the moment, but as soon as the game's over and the video is done, oh shit.
They push up, the pass, there's no room, it's offside, now you got to start again. A lot of times when a power play starts like this, they never really get any mojo for the 2 minutes.
The Canucks' biggest issue on the power play, you talked about sort of a lack of direct approach earlier, but has been gaining the zone. They didn't have to on the first 2 attempts because they just took face-off wins and went on to score. But this one, the Oilers have had a series of clears, and now there's a minute remaining. The penalty to Darnell Nurse. Besser tips one towards Garland, who chops the puck around. Oilers have killed 22 of 26 in 14 games coming into this one.
You know what? That's exactly it. Aim a puck at the ref's freaking midsection. Knock a rib out.
Well, for about 2 months, the Oilers' penalty killing has been terrific.
No, Josh Brown's playing in this game. Oh, is that a penalty too? Quinn Hughes tripped on his own 2 feet. There was an Oiler that was kind of near him. Fucking joke.
But they're still 24th. A lot of that at the early in the year.
16 and a half minutes left to go in the second period. 3-0 Vancouver have had 3 power plays to the Oilers in nilch. They're 2 for 2 on the power play, about to go 2 for 3. But I guess when you have that much power play time in the first period.
Sherwood takes the body to free up the puck for Suter. Suter centers. DeBrusk angled his stick.
Oh, Louis DeBrusk. I thought Jake DeBrusk was hurt.
2 for 3 on the power play, still leading 3-0. Here's Myers in the blue line. Tyler Myers goes wide on Henry. Round the net, out the far side.
Wow, how much interference are you allowed to get away with in front of the net?
Into the glove of Stuart Skinner. It's probably heading wide, but he was taking no chances.
Josh Brown's taking on 2 Vancouver Canucks right now.
Filling about after the whistle. There hasn't been a lot of edge to this.
He's still in Edmonton until they activate Klingberg. Once Klingberg's been activated, Josh Brown goes back to the AHL.
I mentioned the power play that starts with a few broken entries.
And Troy Stetcher will be sitting in the press box, switching every 2 or 3 games with Klingberg until Klingberg gets into full game. Chris Lee, you're a goof and a half. McDavid's like, why are you not calling anything? Well, what do you want me to call? Penalties? Yeah, your job. Watch where this puck is dropped. Vancouver side of the face-off dot again.
McDavid out together.
Draisaitl, as the puck is covered by Thatcher Demko. If you include playoffs, Leon Draisaitl has points in 29 of his last 30 games against the...
I'm not making this stuff up. Look where the puck is dropped every face-off. It's nowhere near center of the circle. Damn. 7-3 loss and a recovery day. No, they don't get that.
Really an MVP season. Leads the league with the 31 goals.
Here's McDavid spinning. Myers fell down. Centers Bruce couldn't put it home. Now they score! 3-1. Edmonton got one. Past the 4-minute mark of the second, has the Oilers on the board.
Kind of called that though. Draisaitl gets his goal. Sorry guys, I don't have my goal thing behind me. It broke because I got big shoulders.
Myers is going to lose a shoe here.
Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. Feel buzz like I had last week. I must stay because all the cheap like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, it's like...
But they were down 3-0 there. It's now 3-1, same as there.
There's goal number 32 for Leon Draisaitl.
32 goals on the year for Draisaitl.
In his first 8 games in this
Can't stop, won't stop.
He now has a 19-game point streak at Rogers Arena. With that goal, it makes it 3-1.
Another cross check by a Vancouver Canuck player not called. Jesus, keep your stick down, you fucking Goomba.
Perry hooks it around for Matthias Ekholm.
Draisaitl assisted by Nurse and McDavid.
Henderson and DiGiuseppe couldn't decide who was going to take the pass. Oilers pick up the puck and Ekholm rips it into the Vancouver zone.
Puck was nowhere near Draisaitl. Got an elbow to the chops. No call there either, right, ref? What are you watching? Fucking cross-eyed Chris Lee. Have you guys seen Chris Lee's face? Completely fucking cross-eyed. And that's with corrective surgery. Can you imagine what he looked like before that? Oh, there's interference again. Holy fuck. Illegal picks and moving screens all over the place. Will the Oilers come back for the 3rd straight game down 3-0? Will they? I think they will. Why? Because fuck the NHL and fuck their refs. All it takes is Vancouver getting 1 or 2 penalties in a row. Cross-check 1, cross-check 2. How many cross-checks can I give you? Hey, ref, how many cross-checks is Miller allowed to have before you call something?
Featured a pretty good battle between JT Miller and Leon Draisaitl.
Miller and Draisaitl are barking at each other still. McDavid gets a little shoulder turn on Brock Besser, gets to the net and backhand deflects this wide. Here's the battle at the end of the play.
1 cross-check, 2 cross-check.
Draisaitl and Miller are hacking away at each other, and instead of giving them both a penalty, neither of them gets one, and they retreat to the benches. Draisaitl's 32nd has made this a 3-1 game.
Just shy of 6 minutes into the second period. Shots are 3-2 Edmonton here in the middle frame. And the Oilers breaking through with that goal. Hoping they can turn some kind of repeat of what
I think Klingberg with Nurse is a good pairing. It'll help Nurse a lot because it'll give him the freedom to jump up and know that he's got a big 6'6" defenseman back there. Big redwood back there that can chop anything down and can move the puck to the forwards. That's one thing Kulak can't do. And I love Kulak. But that's just one thing he can't do is he can't do tape-to-tape passes. Wes McCauley's looking to take an Oiler out of the pile. Watch this. Watch what Wes does.
Max trying to respond after the Oilers got back within 2. Bit of a broken give and go between Heinen and Bluger.
Wesley McCauley. Let who score? Because if you just drop the puck, you give the away team a better chance to win it. Because the away team has to put their sticks down first. So you give them the better chance to win it. Whereas if you slam it, because the home team doesn't put their sticks down until after the hand goes down, they have a better chance of winning. Oh yeah, Wes McCauley. Cool. Mute that. Don't want to get in trouble with anybody. No, it wasn't like that when I reffed either. I dropped it, so it was fairly 50-50, but the NHL doesn't do things 50-50 fairly. It's always one-sided or the other.
Toronto a week ago tonight with 24 outstanding minutes.
Watch where this linesman drops the puck if you're watching the game on TV. Watch where he drops the puck. Number 79. See how Draisaitl's stick is down first? They didn't show the overhead, because I think they know we were on to them. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, guys. I just see where the puck gets dropped 95% of the time.
Here's Besser trying to feed the line. Yanmark skates the other way and chips the puck into the Vancouver zone. Corona.
The Oilers are the number one team in face-off dot for a reason.
Bounces one in front off the skate of Hughes. Oilers collect the puck.
Quinn Hughes is going to play 35 minutes this game.
Puts one in behind the goal.
Another Cale Makar.
Intercept. Feeds Besser. Gets the puck to the line and out. Just over 7 minutes into the second. Canucks 3, the Oilers 1.
3-1 Vancouver. Shots are 18-10 for Vancouver. They've had 3 power plays. The Oilers have had skadoosh. Vancouver's 2 for 3 on the power play.
Oilers complete their change as well. Kulak ahead. Draisaitl was checked. Here's a nice indirect pass. Garland to Suter. Hughes Suter into the corner for JT Miller. Cycles for Garland. Ekholm's on him. McDavid swoops in to intercept the puck. Carries it quickly ahead. Chips it over the back of the line. And now he'll draw a penalty on Carson Soucy. Will go off for interference. And the Oilers...
What are you laughing about, you idiot? You got a freebie 2 times. You got 2 freebies. You can't tell me that trip and that high stick were penalties.
with BetMGM.
So the fact that you got called for a chintzy one, grow up.
Sportsbook born in Vegas.
Fuck, I hate players that bitch about calls.
Susie gets maybe a half a stride too deep, and that gives McDavid too much room to chip it and then draw the interference penalty. The last commercial break.
What are you bitching about? That's a fucking penalty. Go ahead, talk it. Go yell at the ref some more. Best thing you do.
3 power plays for the Canucks, none yet for the Oilers. McDavid draws one in this dangerous Oiler power.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, this drama that's going on with Vancouver Canucks, it's not a player personnel problem. It's a coach problem.
Came into today ranked 8th in the NHL, just over 24%. And they control as McDavid wins the faceoff. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Turning with the puck. Bouchard. Pass off the stick of Bluger. Myers interception. The Canucks break out short-handed. Tyler Myers. And he'll just put the puck in deep. Kill some time. 8 minutes into the second. Oilers power play moves to center. Hyman. Check with the blue line by Suter. He chips the puck ahead and goes after it. And now he'll peel off and head to the bench. 35 seconds gone to the penalty to Carson Sousa. Here's McDavid with speed. Over the Vancouver line. Dishes off to Nugent Hopkins. McDavid out of the corner.
Don't tell you guys you don't already know.
McDavid top of the circle. Wrist shot. Veronic blocked it. Got a stick in there. Here comes Keeper.
It's probably true.
He's got the only short-handed goal for Vancouver this year. Sherwood. The cross. From there.
Oh, he had room there. That was a terrific play from Sherwood across to forward, and he just rifled it over top of the net.
Here's Nugent Hopkins in, but Hyman was tangled up with Veronic.
Veronic is holding Hyman the entire time. What a joke.
McDavid's got room to shoot it. Veronic out, good stick position to block it, and then the effort by Sherwood. It's a 3-on-2, and Hyman pulled up. That drew Nugent Hopkins up high and left that
51 seconds left to go in the Oilers power play. Not looking good at all. Second unit's out there.
The short-handed goal.
Derek Forward didn't score last year. Hasn't scored this year. 63 games without a goal.
Well, what do you know? Bluger's holding on to an Oiler player yet again.
Hand pass. And face-off will come outside the Vancouver blue line with 37 seconds to go in the Oiler power play. 2 detectives, 1 island, and a sea of secrets. Get ready.
I just don't know how this guy still has a job in the NHL. You've been the worst ref consistently for the last 3 years. Maple Leafs don't want you reffing their games anymore, and they've said that publicly.
Harry and Arvidsson up front.
Oh yeah, throw out Draisaitl. Yeah, that freaking Henrique. Sorry.
Corey Perry playing in his
frick. Perfect example of where that puck gets dropped every time.
And he's got 50 points. That's 4th most among active players. In fact, Corey Perry is also 4th highest among active players in points against the Oilers.
That's when you know you've been around, eh?
He gets the puck in the far corner. Sends it around towards Ekholm. Back the other way. Perry couldn't knock it down. Nurse checked by Bluger. But the Oilers keep the puck in. Here's Henry. Up to Perry. He's got some room. Corey Perry in front for Henry. Puck was off his skate.
Nothing on the power play.
He's out of the box. Oilers did not register a shot on goal on that power play.
That would be funny.
Sends the puck around. Ekholm able to keep it in. Henry behind the net. Perry watched by forward. Tanked the puck to himself off the back of the goal. Now he feeds it to Ekholm. Matthias Ekholm watched by Bluger. Wrist one towards the net. That didn't get through. Forward tanks one off the boards. Bluger takes the puck. Goes right wide to Soucy. He's in with Suter. Carson Soucy. And the pass for Suter was out of his reach.
Oh man, Suter was alone for about 3 seconds. In the middle of the ice, they whiff on the pass.
Really, Ray Ferraro? 3 seconds. You can count that high? 9.5 minutes left to go in the second period. 3-1 Vancouver. What a block by Adam Henrique, who played with Klingberg in Anaheim, by the by.
Here's Janmark with speed. Matthias Janmark around the net. Now reverses. Connor Brown's pass hit the back of the goal. Quinn Hughes sends the puck ahead. Garland couldn't find it. Hughes will feed it back for Phil Hronek. Ahead for Miller, and the puck winds up sliding.
That's all right. Let him.
Zone.
I want them to come in here, honestly. I want the Trolls to come in here. Just so that I can rip them to shreds. I'm in a mood that I want an intelligence battle with somebody with the that comes to a gunfight with a knife.
Ahead to Nils Höglander. Miller takes his pass. And now feeds one through. Garland tipped the puck into the end.
Oh, the Oilers are going to win this game 4-3. Wouldn't that be poetic justice?
Up the right wing, just out of the reach of Ty Anderson. Hronek at the end of his shift can't get the puck up. Oilers send it across. Here's McDavid to the backhand. Sears, and Kessler was there to break it up. Henderson clears the puck. Hronek approaching 2 minutes on this shift. Can't get off the ice.
And don't forget, he's just 3 games back into a recovery after missing 20 games. He is on
That's
fumes
funny.
here.
Oilers trying to force him to stay out. But the Canucks able to send the puck into the Edmonton zone, and Hronek able to get to the bench. Here's Ekholm. Indirect pass for Hyman. Got past him. This will be icing, and they'll face off in Oilers.
Oh yeah, I'm not wearing my hat. Good catch.
Adam Henrique has got 4 of his 6 goals in the last 3 weeks, starting to come on offensively. He makes a terrific block here on the DeBrusque play. McDavid threw his feet around the front of the net. Man, he's so creative. And the thing I think impresses me more and more all the time is this creative stuff at the speed he's going. There's no time to be creative, yet he's able to do it like nobody else in the game.
It was the first 3 decades last season to get over the 100 mark in assists. And then he set a record for most assists in the playoffs. Some of these marks we thought would never fall.
No penalty coming up for the Canucks here.
Delayed call. Skinner to the bench. And as Hughes touches the puck, whistle sounds, and the Oilers will get their second power play of the period. Another opportunity to get within 1 as Sherwood got the stick up on Evan Bouchard.
I'm going for milk. DoorDash gets groceries, so you don't have to. Wonderful.
DoorDash, we get groceries.
So you don't have to.
Got a chip in your windshield? It can get worse really fast. Come get it repaired at Speedy Glass. We offer one of the most reliable repair services on the market. Finished in under 60 minutes, our work is solid and guaranteed for life. Book your appointment today.
Thousands of Canadian businesses don't have access to the support they need. BDC is committed to opening the way. Breaking down doors for entrepreneurs. We're on it. BDC, financing, advising, know-how.
Oh, power play Edmonton. Yay.
From schoolwork to catching up, from business to pleasure. Your dining table is the heart of your home.
Now they just need a power play goal.
Conto Furniture.
Also, sorry to hear about the American TikTokers that are not making any money anymore. Boo fucking who for you. Shouldn't need to make money on the internet, to be honest with you, to survive. If that's your thing, then fuck, what are you going to do when the world ends and there is no fucking internet? Right, Down syndrome. Right, you're a fucking idiot. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Zone time because they don't spend.
Hey guys, I got Down syndrome. Might wanna support me. Support my Down syndrome. Fucking dumb. You wanna know what the D means? This Michael L is the D to the D. D. fucking idiot, man.
Myers breaks things up. 2 Oilers on him. Here's Draisaitl. Gets it across, and the puck bounced on McDavid. Now he throws it across the top of the crease. Demko down.
I bet you do. You're fucking weird, man. You're fucking weird, man. I don't know. I'm perfectly fine, man. I don't know who he is, but keep him in here. He's entertaining.
David flying through center. Over the Vancouver line. Drops one back. Draisaitl makes a move down the
Right. Cross check, no penalty on that, though. Actually, I've never touched a drug in my life, you stupid moron. Scores! Go fuck yourself! Draisaitl's got 2 for ya! I'm not triggered. Like, you're fucking hilarious. This idiot, man. This fucking idiot.
Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna be a buzz like I had last week. I must stay because Courtney and Steve are like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, blood is just like a boy. Anything live is all good. Let me jump in and turn in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my
I'm triggered. This motherfucker thinks I'm triggered. Good God. Takes a lot more than that to trigger me, dummy. Holy shit. He has no idea. I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. I'm triggered or downy, right. Can't just be a happy guy. Don't drink, don't do drugs. Too bad we couldn't say the same about your mom when she had you, though, buddy. Oh, no, don't kick him. He's funny. He makes me laugh. Like I said, don't match wits with a nitwit, because you don't win those arguments. I'm not mocking anybody, buddy. I'm not mocking anybody. Wow. Why is it that I'm being attacked? I just make fun of everybody. I can't go into hiding. I love my life too much. Save made by Stu Skinner. Like, dude, okay, I'll be honest with you. I was born in the 80s. Nothing to me is off limits. Like, absolutely nothing to me is off limits. I don't use racial slurs. Oh, no, you're good, you're good. I don't use racial slurs because that's not okay. It wasn't okay when I was a kid. It wasn't okay growing up, and it will never be okay. But I make fun of everybody. I am an equal opportunist asshole. Will you guys quit freaking... No, absolutely. Absolutely. If it takes over the stream, absolutely kick him. But for now, let him be. He's hilarious. He's entertaining me. As much as I entertain you guys, the people that come in here and attack me entertain me. Because it makes me actually use my brain to think of a good comeback. It's instead of the random, oh, your mom, or I slept with your sister last night. Do you want to smell my fingers? They taste like your girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, just stupid stuff like that, but when somebody actually tries to be creative, it makes me be creative. But yes, Draisaitl has 2, Vancouver has 3. The score is 3-2 with about 5 minutes left to go in the third period. The Oilers are no longer on the power play. Boy, I'm slow. What do you mean I'm slow? See, it's stuff like that. I laugh at myself, guys. I am the biggest clown in the room. And what's funny is all this shit comes off the top of my head. Like, it's because I was the clown in school. I'm a high school dropout, and I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. I am where I am. I thought making money when you're 15, 16 was more important than going to school. See, it's stuff like that. I laugh. Like, dude, I don't mind if the trolls come in here and talk shit about the Oilers. Go ahead. bash the Oilers. Do whatever you want to say about Stuart Skinner sucking and the Oilers suck. They have bad first periods. But don't attack me, because I'm not nice. I was raised by Gen X.
That's the most in the NHL this year.
Don't attack me. I drink water from a hose and still do. If there is hose in the summertime that has water running through it, I will drink water from a hose.
Indirect pass to Suter, just replaced DeBrusque on the ice. Pedersen moves in after the puck. He's hit by Anderson. Suter gets it for Vancouver.
Oh no, make your jokes. I don't care. Make your jokes. If you make a really funny joke and I laugh, you're fucking gold, dude. Fucking gold. I don't mind. Joke around. Like, don't take life too serious, man. Never take life seriously and always take it one day at a time. Fuck, tomorrow's never given, man. Podkolzin gets ran through the goalie. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will always stick up for a kid that has special needs.
Get ready to see best on best action as Canada, the U.S.
As somebody who has dealt with mental illness and all of that stuff, it's nothing to joke about. Oh no, if she finds out, how's she going to find out? Does she read your YouTube messages? Replace original with NHL fans. Oh, that's awesome.
4 minutes remaining. Second period. Tyler Myers sends the puck out to center.
You guys are awesome. I can't say this enough. You guys are great for the community. You guys are great for all of hockey content. Like, we need more entertainment in the hockey world. And that's one thing that I don't like about Connor. Oh, that's too many men on the ice, ref. That was 7 men on the ice. It doesn't matter if they touch the puck or not. You had 7 men on the ice. Ah, well, 3 minutes left to go in the second period, which is entertaining on the ice and off. That's why we make the jokes about the Calgary Flames. Why is a bra better than the Flames? What's one thing you can't get in Vancouver?
Brown digging for the puck. Connor Brown puts it in for Corey Perry. Perry to the blue line. Nurse. Right point. Josh Brown with a wrist shot. That bounced wide to the goal.
Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Like, sorry to hear about your brother having that. Hey, Skinner. Speaking of family drama, come on, boys. Giuseppe with a shot save made by Skinner. 2.5 left to go. Well, not a Stanley Cup, but a cup. Why can't you have tea or coffee in Vancouver? What do you mean, Vancouver? You're calling for a penalty for too many men. You got away with 8 men on the ice. Oh, you had 5 of them. Yeah, you're supposed to have 5, you dumbass. Holy fuck, Ray Ferrari homer. And that's icing. Oh, absolutely, guys. Guys, just because I'm the loudest voice in the room, don't ever be shy to share your opinions. I won't ever degrade your opinion because it's different than mine. In fact, I welcome differing opinions than my own. Ask Lubo. Him and I will not agree on everything that I say in the stream or I bring up in the stream. And I will not agree with everything he says. But you know what? You guys have opinions and you're entitled to them. Just because I'm the idiot with the headset doesn't mean my opinion is more important than yours. It's just louder. That's all it is. It's not more important, it's just louder. Family drama. Oh, 2 Oilers just run into each other. Podkolzin and Arvidsson run into each other at the blue line. Fair catch rule. Heinen holding.
pass to Victor Arvidsson. Takes one to the corner for Vasily Podkolzin. Blue line feed off the
Oh, Arvidsson, if you could only hold that zone, my friend.
Now he's pressured and hit by Sherwood. Luger gets the puck free.
1 minute left to go in the second period. 1 minute left to go in the second period.
Pressure now head to the bench.
Oh, I hope I can actually see it come. Hughes hooks Hyman down at the Vancouver blue line. No call. Man, must be nice to be 43 Vancouver. Never get a penalty. 37 seconds left to go in a very entertaining game.
Plays it to the corner. Canucks intercept there. Here's Garland. Suter after the puck. Hughes Suter feeds the line. Myers. Left point. Peroni.
20 seconds left to go in the period. An entertaining second period if you're an Oiler fan. I feel bad for Vancouver in the third. 5 seconds. Why are fans booing? You had 3 power plays to begin the fucking game, you retards. And I'm sorry if that word offends you guys. I'm sorry. I grew up with it. I have a lot of those friends. That's not a penalty. Get over it. Man, Joey and I could exchange stories with the best of them. Anyways, guys. Wow, what a period. What a period. I would not be a happy Vancouver fan right now if I was them. They dominated this game in the first. Forgot the second was a better, different period for the Oilers. Bouncy, bouncy. Oilers down 3-2 going into the third. Yeah, agreed. I agree. It was a high stick. I'm not that guy, guys. I'm not that guy. As Rob Riggle says in that during that commercial, you're not that guy. Come on, pal. You're not that guy. Or whoever that is in that freaking short. Bless me. Oh, Monstars. Sorry about that loud sneeze the first time. I blocked it the second time, though. Any Hoosies. Way better period. I agree, mini hockey. Way better period. I'll update the board now. I'm not mad. I'm not a bitter ex. I better be careful what I say because you never know when a bitter ex is watching you just to see you fail. Let's go through the period. First period, Quinn Hughes makes it 1-0 on the power play at 14:38. Then Heinen, not Hyman, makes it 2-0 at 15:49. And then Quinn Hughes makes it 3-0 on the power play again for the Vancouver Canucks. Vancouver outshoots the Oilers 16-7 in the first period. What else is new? Oilers down 3-0 to start a game. And then the second period rolls around. Draisaitl scores to make it 3-1 at 4:01. And then Draisaitl on the power play makes it 3-2 at 13:38. Now that you get it, got it good and understood. Hits are 14-8 for Vancouver. Block shots are 10-10. Giveaways are 12-8 for the Oilers. That's 12 giveaways for the Oilers, 8 for Vancouver. Takeaways, 5 for the Oilers and 2 for Vancouver. Face-off percentage is 43% for the Oilers and 56% for Vancouver. Second period shots were 5-5. So again, what do you want to talk about? Actually, depending on if the gremlin upstairs is asleep, I might be able to get my Discord going to show some hockey on the stream. No, he left. Like, as soon as I made fun of him back, he left. Funny how that happens. I don't think he's used to commentators and creators, like, being smart-minded and actually coming back. Or he's still here and he's just trolling in the background waiting for Vancouver to go up by 2 again. They wouldn't do that, would they? Anyways. Oh, it went too hard. So, if you guys don't know, like, I have different names for my kids. My daughter, who is 5, she's a semen demon. My little one, who's a year old now, she's Gremlin or Baby Gremlin. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got lots of kids. We have way more than one. No, just Anna, the 5-year-old, doesn't come on stream because she's hyper. She doesn't stop moving, going, talking, screaming, being a semen demon. Shit. I have a 9-year-old who doesn't live with me. He lives with his mom. He's Stuart Skinner in the channel, which we will be having a discussion tomorrow, my good sir, when you come here. Yeah, you're in trouble. And we have a 21-year-old who's in BC, all grown up and everything. Oh, yeah, I just have the little one when my wife is putting the 5-year-old to bed because somebody has to watch the little one. And right now it sounds like the gremlin is not being nice to mommy. So she might be coming down here for some cuddles. A lot of H's in the game tonight. That was a PPG. And, of course, the 3rd Vancouver goal. I might need new blue. Vancouver, you're making my blue run out. What, does Hughes only know how to score on power play goals? I joke. I kid. In case you didn't know, my phone's very quiet though. Yeah, absolutely. You don't need to go, but if you're tired, you got jokes, man. Sorry, I wasn't watching the chat. I had my back turned to you guys. Sorry. Streamers should never turn their backs. I turn my back all the time. What you can do about it? That's a good joke. You got deep fried. Woo. Speaking of deep fried, it is almost summer season. Deep fried pickles in full force. No, thank you. Keep that fair food away from me. Oh my goodness, I am so bad with people. Hey Kevin BX, you talked all that shit in the first period. Where's your talk now, bud? Where's that big guy talk now? Nurse and McDavid with the assist on the first goal. Man. Just racking up those points there, McDavid. And of course, Oilers' second goal. A PPG. Hopkins and McDavid. Burner. So who's excited to see the Bills put out Kansas City next week? This guy is. I actually did a thing today. I did a thing. I put a bet on the Bills. No, you're not wrong, mini hockey. If the Oilers stay better disciplined and stay out of the box and not play the Vancouver Shiite game, oh man, Lubo, I would love nothing more than get a Glenn Anderson jersey. But it's not in the budget. But when it comes in a budget, I'm buying a Glenn Anderson jersey. Let me go and see if I can pull it up. I bet 62 cents. That's right, 62 big ol' cents. Canadian cents, not American cents, so it's more like 51.45 cents in America. 62 cents for the anytime touchdown for Josh Allen. Of course, if my app will load, that'd be amazing. In case you didn't know. I don't condone any betting unless you have the means to do it, obviously. So anytime touchdown scorer Josh Allen, anytime touchdown scorer Lamar Jackson, anytime touchdown Derrick Henry, and anytime touchdown James Cook. I bet 62 whole cents on that. I can get $15 as a return. Not bad. Jay with the tough questions. Jay with the elbow drop from the north. Let me see this. Glenn Henderson's nickname. When he first joined the Edmonton Oilers, Glenn Anderson's nickname. What? Let me... So you guys can see, my phone makes noises when I tap it. Don't even give me any hints. I'm not looking at the... I know who he looks like. He looks like a character that Robin Williams played. And in fact, Glenn Anderson and Robin Williams look alike. Mork! Mork! Please tell me it's Mork. Boom! Boom! It's... Like I said, I know things. Like, that's insane. I was like, Robin Williams played this character. He looks like Robin Williams from, like, the early 70s. Like, full freaking poofy little chest hairs and all. Mork. Oh, damn. Agent Smith jerseys. So now we need to find a Mr. Hunter. You're not wrong, Agent. I love what you did there, Luvo. I love what you did there, Agent Smith. Oh, jeez. Man, Louisville, you're awesome. You guys are all awesome. Like, it's not the easiest thing to go on screen and entertain people. Because if it was so easy, everybody would do it. I'm reminded daily that what I do is special. I'm not special. I'm just an asshole that's an asshole's an asshole. But if I just make one person smile through these streams, if I just touch one person through these streams that are watching and be like, hey, this guy's a clown like me, and look what he's doing. Just, that's great. Like, if I can just reach one person to say, hey, it's not always bad. It's not always the bad thing to be the outsider. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Yes, we do have some huge stuff coming up. Well, Diane does. I'm just the guy. Diane's got some big things coming up that we need this baby off of everything. Yeah. So now you guys got me curious. I'm going to go look to see how much a Glenn Anderson jersey costs. Son of a... What do you mean give up? I already said who it is, Jay. It's Mork. I already... What, are you late to the party? Glenn Anderson jersey. AJ Sports has them in stocks. Never give up, never surrender. 419 big ones. Oh, that's signed. I don't need a signed jersey. I don't know who said it, but that's exactly it, Grandma. Man makes plans and God laughs. Don't make plans. Like, I know I get... Excuse my language here, guys. People in my life don't like the fact that I don't make plans. People in my life don't like the fact that I live by the seat of my pants. I'm very spontaneous. I'm very go with the flow. I don't plan one thing to the next. And sometimes it's a good thing, but sometimes it's not so good when you're always, I can't say, consistently just go with it. And look which one lasted longer. Oh, Jay, you're funny. But yeah, no, I'm one of those guys that I very much take each day at a time. Especially hearing the news of one of my best friends, what he told me last night. And Chris, if you do watch this stream, buddy, I am still feel sorry for you, and I'm still in shock with what you told me. So get through it, bud. Hopefully everything works itself out. Although your New York Islanders are never going to win another cup, but that's besides the point. Speaking of the phone call. Hey.
Have a great night. Appreciate you.
434 days
Okay.
since John Klingberg last played an NHL game. He's not in this one, but the Oilers are certainly in it after trailing 3-0 after one. And they're in on the attack early. Demko save.
Oh, Thatcher Demko, huge save there, bud.
By Connor McDavid. And the Oilers a great chance early to pull even. Now JT Miller the other way.
Wow.
Taken away by Anthem. McDavid chips it back. Draisaitl ahead to center. Here's Evan Bouchard.
Yeah, that's my ringtone. So whenever somebody calls me, that's my ringtone. My text messages are very different than that. They're more. It's more lovey-dovey for Diane. My text message.
When the Canucks are up 3-0, if they make it 4-0,
Building more roads to not fix traffic. Anyways, guys, the loudest voice in the room was Ekholm after the first period. Arvidsson just got hit with a puck.
he missed the last 7 minutes of the game in Colorado.
What do you mean? What are you mad at? He should have blown the whistle. The linesman should have blown the whistle the second the Oilers touched the puck. Yeah, right, Wes McCullough. Yeah, explain it to Pedersen why you blew the whistle. He should have blown the whistle the second the Oilers touched the puck. Good God, you're a clown. Yeah, go ahead, Diane, send me a message. I love my song for my messages, though. It's great. Oh, another freaking shot off the foot. I love what that it comes up unknown number. Fucking awesome. Yeah, Ekholm was the loudest voice. McDavid was right behind him, and Corey Perry was third in line. Not gonna say what was said because he won't tell me, but all he said was Ekholm is pissed. Takes a lot to piss that guy off. Oh, baby, I'm crazy about you. That sucks. Do it again. Haha. Oh, I love you too. That's crazy.
Shoots the puck around. Perry keeps it in. Here's Henry. And his pass was just over the reach of Connor Brown.
Oh.
Plays the puck back to his goaltender.
I'm crazy about you, baby. When I set an alarm on my phone, it plays Tornado Sound. If it doesn't wake me up, you're not wrong, man. I'm a very light sleeper, though. So Diane moving wakes me up. 17:55 left to go in the third period. 3-2 Vancouver. Shots are 21-14 Vancouver. Oh, no way. You can't remove this assist. That's Bolarkey, Bolshevik biased. Biases. Oh, Noah Phil behind the net battle. I could never do that. You're some sort of special for that.
Sent down the ice. Skinner out to cut it off for Emberson in his own zone. He'll head to the bench, leaving the puck for Evan Bouchard.
Make it a hat trick, right? Let's go, boys. Let's make it a natty hattie.
Now he's in on the right wing. Leon Draisaitl with a head of steam. Goes around the net. Comes out the far side.
I'm not looking at the chat because Northern is a good spoiler. She's got the good TV connection out there. Wow, how do you do that? Icing against Vancouver. How do you sleep through something like that? That's insane.
Wherever you're headed, Desjardins is here to
Desjardins.
Matthias Ekholm had a chance in the first shift. This one is a Matthias Janmark deflection of Emberson's shot. Janmark's got one goal this year, November the 3rd. He almost had a second there.
Someone around.
JT Miller is now on 14 of 17 face-offs in this game. And the Oilers are trying to steal the puck back.
Hgin.
Miller working along the near boards. Draisaitl on him. Tyler Myers comes out with the puck. Puts it off the glass. And down inside the Oiler blue line. Bouchard to Ekholm. Watched by Garland, who now heads to the bench.
Oh, she's definitely living in the future with that outdoor.
Shot steered to the corner by Thatcher Demko.
I may have to confiscate the upstairs
There's the pass for
during playoffs.
lost track of Brock Besser, but Tuck spotted him too late.
Icing against Edmonton, apparently.
They're going to call icing. Bring the face-off back into the Edmonton zone. Don't miss all new episodes of Beat Bobby Flay, Thursdays at 9 Eastern.
No, I don't think I'm going to tune in to beat Bobby Flay.
Stream on City TV Plus.
Overplayed.
Shorty, you're pretty strong in the kitchen. Could you?
Do you know who loves that show?
No.
You know who watches that show on a loop on the road? Dan Murphy.
Really?
Loves the Food Network, and he loves Beat Bobby Flay.
But does he have any, like, you have culinary skill. Is Murph just a watcher?
I think he's picked up a little bit.
I'm a watcher. I think I can't cook anything. Useless.
You said when you lived with Dean Evison way back in the day, that his shake and bake
Yeah.
were very good. Fans were in it because Quinn Hughes was pulled in.
Oh, Quinn Hughes got hit. What, you're not allowed to hit Quinn Hughes?
Here's Phil Hronek, and that'll be icing. Not a lot of flow to the third period so far.
The fans wanted a penalty here on McDavid, but this one's not, as Hughes is trying to make that tight turn. He knows who's on his back. He knows he's got to spin tight and get away. He ends up losing an edge and going down. Now, Rick Tocchet had pretty good conversation with Wes McCauley at the start of the third period here about the
Rick Tocchet had a talk with the refs. Okay, bud.
So neither team overjoyed with the officiating in this one. As is often the case, the Oilers in the first period were up in arms a couple of times. Here's Kulak.
15 minutes left to go in the game. 3-2 Vancouver. Oilers win this. They're in first place in the Pacific Division.
Now Nurse back on Sherwood. And the pass gets through Arvidsson.
And what, 3 points behind, 4 points behind Winnipeg for first in the West? Who had that on their bingo cards?
Sends it ahead. Heinen couldn't
In case you didn't know, nobody.
And the Oilers get the puck back.
One thing the Canucks will want to do here a little better than they've done the last maybe 10 or 15 minutes is direct pass the puck out of the zone. Get back quicker, get direct passes so you can exit. So it's not just a clear to the other zone.
Oh, yeah, I got the Bills winning that game. I'm not betting on it. Like I said, I told you guys what my futures are for that. Anytime scorer, right? Josh Allen's going to throw a touchdown. Lamar Jackson's going to run for a touchdown. Derrick Henry's going to run for a touchdown. Cook is going to catch one. I win myself $15 on a 62-cent bet. Yeah, I don't like how they won today's game either. I think it's not the penalties they get, it's when they get the penalties come out for them. It's 3rd and 10. Holmes gets knocked down, and then you throw a flag for roughing the passer, even though it was nowhere close to roughing the passer. Changed completely the game on that. Come on, Oilers. Too passy.
DeBrusk steals the puck, finds Pedersen in with Besser. Pedersen stops along the boards, looks back. Now feeds into the corner for Jake DeBrusk. He tried to get into the blue line, intercepted by McDavid, but Pedersen gets the puck there. Besser from the near corner to the blue line to forward, long wrist shot, blocked. Ekholm got in front of it. Here's Pedersen again.
McDavid needed to attack that better.
Looking for the tip was Besser, but he couldn't make contact. Pedersen gets to the loose puck.
McDavid's just standing still. I don't like it.
Pedersen to the brush. Here's Besser. Hooks one in behind the goal. DeBrusk couldn't get
Get off the ice, you tired Oilers.
Now here comes Noah Philp.
Noah Philp is going to do it all by himself. Unfortunately, he's got AHL hands, not NHL brain.
7.5 minutes into the third. Oilers have both of the
Yeah,
shots registered this period.
that's all it is too. It's salary. It's no salary cap in the MLB.
Philp was able to get there just as he wanted to get the shot off.
Sucks, but
Here's Janmark.
that's the way it is in the NBA too nowadays. It seems like it's all about salary cap. No salary, so we just buy teams. Super teams are built all over the NBA and MLB.
Philp dug the puck free. Nurse wide of
That's
the
why the NHL, as much as it gets laughed at. Oh, that's one thing I want to touch on before the end of the stream.
Leaves for Quinn
The salary cap is going up next year.
Hughes towards the net, tried to go short side and put it off the outside of the goal. Now Sherwood steals the puck back.
And that's why I think there's going to be another lockout.
Pat Sasson there. Nugent Hopkins checking in.
Salary cap is going to be going up to 92 milli.
Through the goaltender. Able to steer it behind the net with Stuart Skinner. Puck holds and bodied by DiGiuseppe.
Puck is deep in the Oilers zone and has been for the better part of 3 minutes. Come on, guys, get the puck out.
Goes rink wide. Puck holds and missed the pass. DiGiuseppe back the other way. Phil DiGiuseppe.
$92 million will be the salary cap. It could be even higher,
For Max Sasson. Knocked
but
off
that's the
stick.
preliminary numbers. $92 million.
Wrist shot missed the net. Forward behind the net. Hoglander making moves. Gets the puck to DiGiuseppe. Here's Desharnais. DiGiuseppe.
Owners are not happy.
Wrist shot off a stick. Miller with a rebound. Chopped it on the back.
Big save by Stu. 10.5 left to go in the first period.
After a 5-minute span without a whistle.
So, the salary cap could hit as low as 92 million. I'm hearing rumblings it can go as high as 100. Should have been interference there by the Vancouver player, but beggars can't be choosers, and choosers shouldn't beg. So if the cap even hits 92 as the ceiling next year, owners are not going to be happy because now they got to shell out a lot more money than they have been in the last 5 years. The players will love it. So because the owners aren't happy, lockout 2026. That's what happens. If the owners aren't happy, lockout. And then good luck trying to get Connor McDavid and all the NHL stars to the Olympics then. We may never see Connor McDavid play at an Olympic because of shenanigans. And that's rough for international hockey. Oh, the Oilers are definitely tired, but I'm not using that as an excuse. They were tired coming into this game, and killing 3 power plays back to back to back killed their legs. But again, excuses are for losers, and we as Oiler fans are not losers. We whine and we complain about things. They can't do what, Dar? What's CBA? The CBA that expires after this season? Yes, Jay, that is very true. You're not wrong. It sucks that the owners are filthy rich, but the league itself is still, because of revenue and because of TV numbers.
Canucks with a 1-goal lead, nearing the halfway mark of the third period.
Canadian TV numbers don't count towards revenue.
Regular season hat-trick from a defenseman.
As much as we like to think that,
One in the playoffs back in 1984 from Doug Howard.
oh no, yeah, no, that's what I mean. The CBA is expiring at the end of this season or next season. I can't remember what year, but I know it's either this one coming up or the 2025-2026 season.
Skinner
is the final year of collective bargaining. So that's why I say lockout in 2026.
Here's Nugent Hopkins up the middle of the center. Arvidsson checked by Hughes. Besser comes up with the puck. Pass out of the reach of Jake DeBrusk.
So if anybody wanted to look that up, when the collective bargaining agreement for the NHL is done, I think it's next season.
Nurse at the blue line. Backs one off the boards. Gets it through to Arvidsson. He feeds into the corner. Puck holes in there being checked by Hronek. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Good zone time here for the Oilers.
Oilers buzzing now, 9.5 to go.
Slot lets it rip, and that went off. Elias Pettersson into the corner. Under 9.5 to go in the third. Puck sent up the boards to Brock Besser. He's able to shove it ahead to DeBrusk, who moves it in deep and starts a change for both teams. DeBrusk got a pretty hard hit into the door from Darnell Nurse. And he has a glare for Nurse as he heads to the bench.
They're expected to talk, but players want two things:
Here's Draisaitl.
more money and play at the Olympics. And the owners want two things: to give less money and have the players not play at the Olympics.
In a game, his team trails by 1. Ekholm into the Vancouver zone. Trying to get away from Myers, able to force the puck to the corner.
Because when the players go to the Olympics, the league shuts down completely. There's no revenue coming for Gary Bettman and the owners.
Leaves for Draisaitl. Checked by Heinen.
At least with the All-Star game and the All-Star break, there's games still going on, and the All-Star game is making money for the league.
Here comes McDavid.
But for 2 to 3 weeks of the season, if they go to the Olympics, oh man, Oilers can't get out of their own way.
Oilers have to regroup at center. 8 minutes left in the third.
Thank you guys for that. Thank you for fact-checking me. I appreciate you guys. See, I don't mind when you guys fact-check me. I'm not right 100% of the time.
Not enough for Ison. Forward leaves for Besser.
Yes. I think the players need to stop with these no movement and modified trade clauses. If you're a top skilled guy, like top 50 in the league, absolutely make sure you can't go anywhere. But if you're bottom feeder, third line, second line player, get out of here with your no movement bullcrap. My 7 teams I don't want to go to are all north of the 49th parallel.
Move your feet to find the lane to make the direct pass.
That would be good, Jay. I really want that to happen. Because I'm tired of these American players. I don't want to play in Canada. It's too cold. The media is too tough.
Giuseppe did well to get onside as Höglander brought the puck in on the left wing. But the Oilers break it up and Nurse looks up ice. Tried to spring Janmark, pardon me. Puck came right through to Demko, gets it to the side, and Hughes clears it out. Höglander lifted the stick of Nurse. Giuseppe trying to pick up the puck now. Max Sasson gets it. Plays it in behind the goal, out of the reach of Giuseppe. Nurse body by Giuseppe. Kulak goes after the puck. Höglander's on him.
Man, what stick work by Höglander, man.
Takes it back, and here's JT Miller to Phil Hronek.
Woo, 6 minutes left to go in the third period. Shots are 24-15 for Vancouver. Scores 3-2 for Vancouver. If you were late showing up, Hughes got his 11th goal of the year. Heinen got a goal. Hughes got his 12th goal of the year. Power play, and regular 5-on-5. 3-0 Vancouver to start the game. Draisaitl got his 32nd and 33rd of the year. One was 5-on-5, the other was a power play. Assisted by Nurse and McDavid and Bouchard and McDavid. Or, Hopkins and McDavid.
Heading to the bench, and now the Miller line comes up. McDavid comes up.
Yeah, it's remarkable how much everything runs around the other team's top players. In this case,
and that's icing against the Oilers.
McDavid, Rick Tocchet wants Miller out there as much as he can against him.
Heinen 6th of the year.
A little earlier on, DeBrusk clears the puck in, and Nurse finishes him off there. You'll see there's no bravery in this game, Shorty. I'm hiding.
The first Draisaitl goal is unassisted now? I'm going to have to look into that. Definitely looked like it was assisted by at least one Oiler player. Or they say because it bounced off Thatcher Demko that it becomes a no assist.
Miller was down. I think it hit him as he was on all fours at the side of the goal. Suter breaks things up at center.
I think this is where Klingberg would come in handy for the Oilers. Puck moving defense and move the puck out to the forwards.
Plays the puck to the corner.
As much as we like Bouchard for doing that, another guy playing with Nurse to be able to do that isn't a bad thing. Like I said, as much as I love Kulak, I just don't see him as moving the puck that quickly. A penalty for cross-checking because a player hit somebody from behind? All right, cool. Kind of charge there. Numbers there. Hit on the numbers there. I don't...
The redesigned Hyundai Tucson is full of
Yeah, I saw that too, and it was posted. It was posted on NHL.com, assist to both those players. Again, NHL doesn't know what they're doing half the time with stats. We want more scoring and more numbers in the league, but we take away assists and we make sure that our top scorers in the league can't score. Yeah, they didn't show the penalty because there is, like the first one, where was it? It's... Sure, these Canuck broadcasters are just loving the fact that it's like this. And why on a nationally televised Saturday night do we have one team broadcasters? Couldn't we have one of each? Couldn't Jack Michaels sit next to John Storthouse or John Shanahan or whatever the frick their names are? No, we got two Bufu Magoos from Vancouver and we got to listen to them for 60 minutes. Vancouver's fourth power play of the night. This could be the game right here.
Sad and inspiring and hopeful all at the same time. And Scott, we congratulate you for taking on that project and all the other things you've done with the book out Tuesday. In the meantime, in this game, the Canucks on the power play, up 3-2 with 4:20 remaining in the third period. Puck shot around and down, and the Vancouver power play will have to start from its own end.
And as you pointed out earlier there, one of the problems for the Canucks, I look at it in the zone, that they don't shoot the puck enough at times.
You're not wrong, Diane, but I think Louis just wanted a day off to be able to just watch a hockey game about his son and not have to worry about sounding overly biased through the airwaves.
The third one they had to enter, and they got stymied. It just didn't work. This is one they would love to get one.
That's a cross-check?
Ekholm didn't like the call. I'm not sure why, because the stick's in two pieces.
But we've seen a stick in two pieces way worse than that not called. Interessante on that bullshit call. Good job, Chris Lee and Wes McCauley. You guys sure know what you're doing out there.
Canucks hope that continues as Besser wrist swap, walked away by Steve Miller. Back around to Brock Besser. Takes one back to Quinn Hughes. Quickly across to Miller. JT Miller shoots it. Blocking that was Emerson, with the puck reflecting up and out of play with 56 seconds left in the minor penalty to Matthias Ekholm.
One of the good stories in Edmonton this year has been Ty Emerson, acquired from San Jose in the trade for Cody Ceci. Emerson's really kind of settled in, third pair guy, kills penalties. He comes
You don't say.
Miller's salary.
If the Oilers find a way to win this, Vancouver better trade Demko, Pettersson, and JT Miller tomorrow. Timeout, Vancouver. 3:36 left to go in the third period. Timeout, Vancouver. Now I'm going to play devil's advocate for 30 seconds. Imagine with me, the Oilers score a goal, but we know it's offside. The whole building knows it's offside. But Vancouver can't challenge it because they just wasted their timeout. So now, goal stands. No challenge. Just throwing that out there. Or a little bit of a goalie interference situation. Just throwing that out there as well.
So mostly then I'll sit back and listen as two really good gas bags enlighten us on After Hours.
I'm sure it'll be nothing but positivity. Okie, you better be ready to jump in. Quite proud of Landon. He had a 11.
I haven't seen it in a while.
He ended up retiring in Europe and now giving this a go too and working hard at it.
In the radio booth, Sportsnet 650 with Brendan Batchelor tonight. Oilers clear the zone. Hughes for the pass to JT Miller as the power play moves back in.
41 seconds left on the power play. 3:18 left to go in the game. Vancouver on their fourth power play of the game. They're 2 for 3 coming into this power play, with Hughes scoring both goals. Seems like him and Ovechkin have a thing in common. Always score on power plays. And shorthanded. I mean, empty netters. 11 seconds left to go in the power play of Vancouver. Call that, ref! Pettersson just grabbed McDavid. Full arm drag grab. No, can't call that one, all right. Heaven forbid. Oilers pull the goalie with 2.5 left to go in the game. Might as well. What do you got to lose? Icing against Vancouver.
With 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in regulation.
A little discombobulated on that last power play as it's ending. Pettersson takes the long pass from Besser. Garland wants to go up over the shoulder of Skinner. Skinner tracks it. You see his eyes right on top of it to make the save.
I just don't like Connor Garland because he's a little prick. Like, dude, you're 5 foot fuck all and you act like you're 6 feet. As soon as the gloves are dropped, you don't ever swing because you know you get beat up.
They probably want Miller out there, but the icing means no substitutions. Suter, though, able to come up with the puck momentarily. Now he gets it behind the net to Soucy. Sends it around. Ekholm keeps it in. Here's McDavid. Carries to the corner. Feeds around to the far side. Bouchard is there. Cutting it off is Suter on the end boards. Hyman moves to tie him up. Hronek fighting for the puck. McDavid gets it. Carries up the far side. Now turns to the top of the circle. Connor McDavid's pass blocked by Sherwood. McDavid gets the puck back. Hronek intercepts. Tried for the empty net. McDavid knocked it down with a high stick. So as Ekholm touches the puck, the whistle sounds. With 90 on the clock still running. They got to stop the clock here. Should be a minute 38, I think, remaining in the third period.
Well, they've opened the door over there, Shorty. You're correct. As the clock will get readjusted. McDavid knocked this one out of the air, and as they readjust the clock here,
they're trying to get the attention of the referee. I think there should be a minute 38. That's what I saw when Ekholm touched the puck in his own zone. So they'll sort that out before they drop the puck. JT Miller having a whale of a night on faceoffs. Now he's won 18 of 22.
So it goes back to 139.
Skinner back in, obviously, with a faceoff in the Oilers zone. He'll make a beeline for the bench.
Checked by Miller or tripped by Miller? There's a big difference between check and tripped. There's a chop. There's a broken stick cross check. No call. Broken stick cross check, ref. No call on that, right? Broken stick cross check. No call. What a fucking joke. Broken stick cross check. Seen one of those earlier on in the game already. McDavid gets tackled, and he's still tackling McDavid. He's still tackling McDavid! For fuck's sakes, ref! Call something, you piece of shit! You piece of shit, motherfucker! Garland, you little fuck piece! How long can you tackle a fucking guy before you finally get a call? You fucking idiot, Magoo! McDavid cross checks up high. I wonder why he's getting fucking pummeled. And the Oilers are furious on their piece of shit, Magoo. McDavid gets tossed for this shit. This is what happens when you got fucking Bush League reffing. Fighting for position. Garland is holding on to McDavid's arm. Tackle one, tackle two. Call something, you fucking idiot ref. Oh, boo-hoo, Garland. Boo-hoo, you big fucking baby. McDavid gets the only fucking penalty in that situation. Good job, you fuckstick referee. This is what happens when you're supposed to be the greatest league in all of hockey. But you've got AHL, CHL fucking reffing dildo brains. Wes McCauley and Chris Lee should never ref another Oilers game. Oh, they'll be back in the next Oilers game, though. One or two of them.
Figure out the clock. Try to figure out the penalties. Corey Perry is over there.
Holy shit.
As you can see with Hughes. Here's the tail end of the play. And McDavid pretty clearly gets the stick up and across the side of the head of Garland. This will probably be a better look. I don't really know how that'll be viewed, but I can't imagine it won't be reviewed.
Here's Wes McCauley.
We have major penalties on the play. We'll now go to review.
Why don't you call the... See, Mr. Fuck You Magoo, if you call the first one where Garland tackles the guy, that doesn't fucking happen. If you call that, that doesn't happen. You call the tackle, that doesn't happen. You call the first one, the retaliation doesn't happen. But no, you're a stupid fucking ref. As soon as I saw who the ref was tonight, I knew it wasn't going to be good for the Oilers. Chris Lee, you didn't like McDavid because he mocked you on your bullshit call like 4 years ago. It has nothing to do with the first period effort. Their effort was fine in the first period. That's not what the problem was. The problem was you give a ticky-tack bullshit call as the first penalty of the fucking game, and then you let stupid shit go the rest of the game. For one team. One team, you let the shit go. You can't tell me that the Oilers didn't show up for the first period, because they did. Until they got that penalty, which wasn't a penalty, the refs took over this game from that first penalty onward. You may not like what I have to say, but those are the facts. The refs dictated this game throughout the entire thing. And yes, McDavid will be suspended for that. He's looking at a 5-game suspension. Yes, McDavid's going to get a 5-game suspension, if not longer, for that. And it's going to be deserved. You shouldn't cross-check somebody like that. I don't condone what McDavid did at all. But the fact that the refs let that go for as long as they let that go. You call that first tackle when the puck is in the fucking corner, the rest of the shit doesn't happen. You call the second tackle even, the rest of the shit doesn't happen. But you let it go for as long as you let it go. I don't give a motherfucking shit who you are. Bouchard gets fucking hacked in the mouth. No call there, right? Like I said, I'm just sick and tired of the NHL officials claiming to be the best officials in every league. But they do this shit.
Right, penalties on the play. 97 Edmonton has a match penalty. Number 57, Vancouver has a match penalty. Everyone else on the ice has minors.
Everyone else on the ice.
The fucking little bitch Garland is fucking a little idiot. I can't wait till we play them in Edmonton in February. Or is it later on in January? Whenever the game is, you better bring your tough boy pants to Edmonton, because the refs aren't going to save you guys. Quinn Hughes, you better not show up in Edmonton, because the refs aren't going to save you, you bitch-ass whiner. So if McDavid gets a suspension, that fuckstick 57 better get a suspension.
Just think of this. What was there today, Shorty? 14 games, 15 games?
Yeah.
And at the tail
I
end
don't get the reffing in this league.
2 seconds left. You got a couple of match penalties.
Inconsistency fucking bullshit. You want to talk about Oiler goaltending, go ahead. I'll hear it. It wasn't good for the first period. The Oilers weren't good for a 5-minute span. But to say they came out flat isn't true. They took a penalty that wasn't a penalty.
Sorry we were late to that one, but it is as egregious as the first, and they'll both likely be hearing from the...
Hey, Rick, talk it. Enjoy the fucking thing now you can, because you're not making the playoffs. You might as well trade your players now. They don't want to play for you.
So everybody who was on the ice has gone to the dressing room.
I think they got to figure out who those guys were to make sure...
Oh, Oilers lost this game. I am okay with that.
A lot of discussion left for
I am already okay with the Oilers losing this game. Face-offs in the neutral zone with 2 seconds left. Vancouver wins 3-2. Hoorah, Vancouver. Must be nice to get 3 power plays in the first period. First 10 minutes of the first period even. Fucking joke. Be able to hold on and do whatever you want to do to Connor McDavid the entire fucking time. Cross-check a player in the corner with your stick that breaks. No call on that! But the player in front of net, because his stick is already broken, he cross-checks somebody. That's a call. I don't get the officiating in this league. You may not like the fact that I scream and yell. You may not like the fact that I'm upset. That is not true. Do you watch Oilers hockey? Do you watch Oilers hockey? Jodis, do you watch Oilers hockey at all? Just because McDavid's not playing does not mean the Capitals are going to steamroll over the Oilers. If the Oilers can't win because McDavid's not in the lineup, they're not an NHL team. They're a one-man shit show of a team. So I won't even entertain that thought that they're doomed without McDavid. Oilers went 7-2 on a 9-game road trip. I don't understand how you can be a ref in this league and let what was gone go, but call the stupidest shit in the league. I called it was going to be a trap game from the beginning. I'm glad the Oilers showed up. I'm glad the Oilers brought the fight. I don't ever want to see Wes McCauley and Chris Lee in the game together again as far as it goes as reffing an Oiler game. If these two clowns are in an Oiler game together, they shouldn't be. Like this, I know that they have immunity and they can do whatever they want to do. They're not held accountable. They don't have to answer questions to anybody. But for the love of fucking God, they have to start answering questions to somebody. They have to be held accountable somehow. Somebody has to look at this game as an entirety of what they missed and what they didn't miss. And be like, yeah, you guys cannot work any more Oiler games because you have your heads so far up your ass. I don't know where you start, Chris, and you end, Wes. Connor McDavid is going to be suspended 5 games. I will tomorrow after I am done doing what I got to do, Stuart. Connor McDavid is going to get suspended 5 games because he didn't get suspended for the elbow. And the league is going to look at that and say, well, we should have suspended you for the elbow. We should have at least fined you for the elbow. Now we're going to get you now. Yes, Connor McDavid did get a warning from the league that they are going to look at everything he does moving forward dirty. So he cross-checked somebody in the neck. He's going to get a 5-game suspension. As he should. I'm not saying he shouldn't. You think it's just going to be fine? I think it's going to be way worse than that. Don't quote me on that. I'm just a guy on a mic. But I honestly see how so. They don't mandate anything. Kempe should have got 5-game suspension for a slew foot. That was his second slew foot in 15 games. The guy in the game after the Colorado game, after the first period, he slew-footed Draisaitl while the clock was going down. There wasn't a penalty on the play. There was no suspension for that. Yeah, you're going to see priors. No priors or not. McDavid's going to get 5-game suspension. They're going to make an example of him. I'm just saying I'm just saying my thoughts. But the fact that Connor Garland, the little fuck dick dweeb that he is, can hold a guy, lay on a guy, and no call is made. This league needs to be fucking better. The league officiating is a joke. Oh, that's what was... Yeah, I'll look at him in a second there, Edwin. Anyways, guys, thank you for being here. Yes, I'm hot-headed right now because I think what happened tonight to the Oilers was a joke. Oh, I think Tyler Myers should get more because what he did was dirty. It was away from the play. Like I said, when I do the post game, I won't be so fired up. And when you guys see me on Tuesday when the Oilers play the Capitals, I don't even remember this game. You're not wrong. I'm just... That's how consistent the league is. 97 is very pissed off right now. 97 was very pissed off that the refs let it go the way they did without calling the bullshit. How does Ekholm get a cross-check because his stick breaks? But the dumb fuck in the corner cross-checks an Oiler player. His stick breaks. There's no call. Anywho's, I will get you guys all caught up on the other town scoreboard, because holy smokes, this hot-headed motherfucker is just about to go to bed, it seems like. Like I said, congratulations to the Vancouver Canucks. Hopefully the refs took that $10,000 they won in betting and go bet on the Four Nations. Flyers beat the Devils 3-1. The Senators beat the Bruins 6-5. The Colorado Avalanche beat the Dallas Stars 6-3. The Panthers beat the Ducks 3-0. The Maple Leafs beat the Canadiens 7-3. The Lightning beat the Red Wings 5-1. The Rangers blanked the Blue Jackets 1-0. The Capitals beat the Penguins 4-1. The Flames beat the Jets 3-1. The Islanders beat the Sharks 4-1. The Blackhawks beat the Golden Knights, yeah, baby, yeah, 5-3. The Predators beat the Wild 6-2. The Utah Hockey Club beat the St. Louis Blues 4-2. The Vancouver Canucks beat the Oilers 3-2. And the Seattle Kraken beat the LA Kings 4-2. So the teams around us that we were worried about catching us with this loss didn't win. So it means nothing. It absolutely means nothing in the standings. Oilers don't move up. Oilers don't move down. It's just a piss off that you have two refs that are dinosaurs. One that can't see 3 feet past his fucking face. But yet, he's reffing in the NHL. Chris Lee, you cross-eyed idiot. And Wes McCauley, you should have retired when COVID happened. But hey, who am I to say that a ref shouldn't be or should be working? And I got the panel muted because they're probably talking about how good the game of Vancouver played. Bullshit. The game was not good by Vancouver. Unless you think Vancouver is included in the refs. No, I'm not disagreeing that they had a bad first period. But that wasn't the reason why this game ended the way it ended. If you just were consistent, and I preach this, and I will preach this until I can't preach it anymore. If the refs are just consistent on calling what they need to call. Let's say there's a slash in the first period. Okay? Slashing. First period, 2-minute, 18, Edmonton. That same slash better be called 15 minutes, 20 minutes later in the second period when 75 Vancouver does a slash. If you call a slash on one team, you better be the consistent motherfucker that calls a slash every time there's a slash. If you're going to call interference on one person, you better make sure you call interference on everybody. I don't get it. I don't get the officiating, and I don't understand why they're allowed to do what they are allowed to do and how they get away with what they get away with. But anyways, guys, my name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. Thank you for staying to the end. Thank you for hearing me bitch and moan. I will forget about it in the morning. Trust me, I don't watch the lives over, even though I should. You guys are all awesome. You're all amazing. We'll see you guys on Tuesday when the Oilers host the Washington Capitals. With or without Connor McDavid, I'm going to go on the high side and say he's going to get a 5-game suspension. I hope I'm wrong. In this instance, I hope I am wrong. Let's see these messages. What new stats? I'm not putting any new stats up. I'm mad, man. I'm mad. I've already switched over to NHL. No, I agree, Jay. If they have him fly to New York, he'll be suspended for 5. If it's just a phone call, he'll be a 2-game or a fine. And I want it to be a fine. I really do. But I think they're going to make an example of him. Oh, there's no reason to adjust the points. Nobody won. The only team that won was Calgary. Well, I guess Vancouver got 50. That's really it. Calgary and Vancouver. Nobody changed places today. Because LA lost, Vegas lost, Winnipeg lost, Dallas lost, LA lost, Colorado didn't play. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for being here. I will go play some NHL. Woosa Favra. I want to see if it'll work. Just give me half a second. I want to see if it'll work. If it'll work, then beautiful. In case you didn't know, I'm crazy about you. Let's see if that worked. Oh, shoot. I can do it right from my computer. Authorize and continue. Damn, that's cool. Well, of course you couldn't find a microphone. What the heck? Anyways, guys, you guys enjoy your night. Oh, that's Devin Dubnyk. Yeah. That is Devin Dubnyk, my good friend. I don't know why that didn't work, but disconnect. I'm having issues with my Xbox connecting. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, sir. Maybe disconnecting and connecting. Anyways, guys, you guys enjoy the day. I will go play some hockey. Apparently my Xbox is not connecting and doing what I want it to do. Shocker there. Deuces.